What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new live stream, and very special live stream for this one. Obviously, I'm doing it earlier than normal. Um, we're literally like 6 hours away from Cobra Kai season 6, part 1. But before we get into anything Cobra Kai, I do want to cover the boys first, so we can get that out of the way. So I'll let you on in a little bit, CBK. He's already here, but yeah, we got season 4, episode 7 review. And then obviously I'll talk a little bit about my season 4 finale predictions. So we'll do that first. Boys, season 4, episode 7 review. Let me get this banner real quick. Plus finale predictions. There we go. Okay, he'll be right back. But yeah, that's going to be the first part of the stream. But yeah, I'll go through the chat real quick. And yeah, what's up, Jahira, Sebastian? I think he was on Karate's Live last night. What's up, Jim Tim? Bonsai Melissa. Guy Minefield. Guy Never Dies 11. What's up? Oh, we got Guy Rapper. 6 hours to go. Yes, sir. And then TCKH. But episode 7, pretty good. Had a lot of stuff happening. This took place around Christmas time. The first scene was that commercial or whatever, that holiday special that Ryan was doing, which you could tell by his body language and his facial expression he did not want to do. He just wasn't comfortable. Because like they were just like singing a song that like basically was encouraging kids to like report their parents for like dumb stuff. And he clearly didn't like that, which you don't blame him. And you know, and then like obviously he learns that his dad Homelander approved the script. So kind of a thing there. And then obviously like things like tension starts to build between Homelander and Sage because they discover Huey planted like a whatever it is you call it, like a thing where like it records what they're saying, and people can hear it. I don't know what you call it. A bug is basically what it was. So he discovers it, and obviously Firecracker convinced Homelander to move the meeting up, and Firecracker is basically just trying to drive a wedge between Homelander and Sage, and it basically works, which we'll talk about that later. But basically, like, he's pissed off at Sage because, she got shot in the head, she got brain damage, and she's blubbering like an idiot. But her brain never stops, growing, generating. So she eventually would have recovered from it. And she did. So Butcher then comes clean to the boys about, holding Samir hostage to make the virus, and basically reveals to them that in order to make the virus, strong enough to kill Homelander, it would be strong enough to go airborne. It could potentially kill like every soup in the planet. So he comes clean about that, and they have to go find this shapeshifter who's supposed to kill the president in the show, which is Bob Singer. And it is kind of gross. In order for the shapeshifter to change form, they literally have to rip off their own flesh. Like, it is disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, this show does not hold back. I'm just being honest. Like, the show isn't for everyone, but um, obviously, like, they do not hold back with the gross stuff. And then and obviously, like, the shapeshifter injures Huey's hand, so he has to go to urgent care. And we get this awesome fight scene between Starlight and Butcher versus the new Noir and Deep. And so I've seen Starlight go to town on Deep. Like, it was awesome. And then, New Noir versus Butcher was cool. And obviously, like, Butcher and Kessler, the Parasite, are just not on the same page. And, there's a lot of tension between them. And we obviously got A-Train saving Starlight from Deep. And, it basically reveals that he was the leak. He was the one who leaked out the information. And so Homelander finds out, like, right away. And obviously you have, like, A-Train and Ashley, Ashley just freaking out, and A-Train just, like, tells her, like, just get your shit together or whatever. And he tries to convince her to leave, but she basically, like, just says she can't. So she stays, and she basically tells him to, like, cut out his tracking chip so they can't find him. And then, like, at the bar, Starlight gets approached by the shapeshifter, but she doesn't know. They pose as, like, a fan and take a selfie with her. And then obviously I'll talk about what happens after that. But Homelander ends up killing Webweaver because Firecracker thought he was the leak since he gave Huey his suit so he could get into the party. Huey visits Newman to try and convince her to, like, don't go through with, working with Homelander, and like go on their side. And it doesn't really work, but she does still have kind of like a soft spot for Huey, and she basically says, like, hey, I'm sorry for your dad and all that. So there is some good within Newman. I don't think she's going to redeem or anything. I do think she'll die, unfortunately, because the actress does a really good job at playing the character. But obviously, like, Newman does some stuff that pisses me off, but there are moments where I do like her as a character. And then obviously Homelander learns about A-Train being the leak, and just, like, the look he has on his face, like, he's breaking down in tears, saying, like how could A-Train do this to me? And I'm like, well, how could he not? I mean, look, he's like, if you look over the course of the show, like, Homelander's treating them like shit. Like, he's actually treating them the worst out of everybody. Like, basically, like, calling him fat and stuff like that, and saying, like, oh, this. And then he even kicked him off the team in season 2 because, he couldn't run for some reason. Which I don't remember why. But obviously, I love what they've done with A-Train's character this season. I didn't like him in the past 3 seasons, but they've really, like, given him a really good, meaningful arc. And he's probably going to die, unfortunately. But he's had such an amazing arc this season. I love what they did with him. And obviously, you had Frenchie getting out of prison, which I was surprised he got out this quick. But Butcher had Mallory pull strings. And then pretty much at the near end of the episode, the shapeshifter abducts Starlight and takes her form and poses as Starlight to sneak into Huey's apartment to grab the laptop with the evidence on Newman, so she can wipe it so they don't have anything against Newman. And Starlight's trapped somewhere, and she can't use her powers for some reason, so she has to figure that out. So yeah, that's basically the episode. And Homelander also discovers that Sage knew that A-Train was the leak, and he said no more secrets. And then he basically kicks her off the team, basically fires her, and sends her away, and she ends up leaving the notebook behind. And she basically like tells him like there's one enemy you'll never defeat, which she could be talking about Butcher. She could be talking about himself, but it could also be the creators hinting at Soldier Boy, which we'll talk about that later. But yeah, it was a good episode. I think it was one of the best episodes of the season. But for my finale predictions, I do think Starlight will find a way to break free and go after the shapeshifter. Obviously, the promo we got, I think it was yesterday, today, showed Butcher in the hospital because he did pass out in the last episode. And I think that was kind of Kessler's doing because Ryan stood up and basically like was standing up to his dad on live TV and, said like, my mom loved Christmas. She loved Billy, but she wouldn't love this. She taught me to be honest. And, he almost, told, the public about what Homelander was intending to do and basically just said like, I'm sorry, and ran off. And Homelander had that look of betrayal again. So I do think Ryan is going to turn on Homelander in the last episode, and I do think he will side with Billy. I do think A-Train will die, unfortunately. I think it's just inevitable at this point because that's where his arc is leading to. Because now that Homelander knows that he was the leak, I think Homelander is not going to take retaliation lightly, and he's going to go after A-Train. And I think A-Train will sacrifice himself to save Huey, bringing, their storyline full circle. Because A-Train was responsible for the death of Huey's girlfriend, Robin, even though it was an accident. It was bad. And they've had beef since season 1. They finally made up. A-Train basically helped him see his dad longer by giving him the compound V. And so I think Homelander is going to try and kill Huey because he hates Huey with a passion. But I do think A-Train will save Huey by sacrificing himself and, dying as a hero. I think it's possible MM dies because he did have that panic attack and, Monique was like freaking out for him and like trying to convince him to like go with her and Janine elsewhere, but A-Train convinced him to like stay in the fight and help the boys out. So I do think with the shapeshifter, I think she will try to kill Bob Singer. I don't know if she'll actually do it. I don't know if they'll be able to stop her in time or not. But yeah, I do think it's going to be a crazy episode. And I'm sure like Homelander will have a fight with somebody. Like he'll probably fight. I think Butcher's too weak to fight Homelander though, unfortunately, because he is in the hospital in the promo we got, and we might see one more fight between Firecracker and Starlight, maybe, but we'll see. But my last prediction is I do think Soldier Boy will come back at the very end because Amazon did drop a montage of Jensen Ackles' best moments in season 3. Why would you drop that 3 days before the finale? So that has to mean he's coming back at some point. And the showrunner said himself that he doesn't see the show ending without Soldier Boy coming back. And Jensen Ackles had a huge impact on the show. He was such a great addition. He was the best part of season 3. That's why season 3 is the best season, was because of him. Um, and Mallory does have him. She did recover him. So I don't know what her intentions are with him. Like, I don't know if she plans on using him as a weapon, or if he or if she plans on, using him for something else. But I do think it's possible that Newman um, convinces Soldier Boy to be on her side, and she can use him against Homelander. Because Soldier Boy is the reason Maeve doesn't have her powers anymore, because she tackled him out the window and the explosion took away her powers. Like, Soldier Boy's radioactive blast pretty much eradicates Compound V, making Soups powerless. So if he gives off a blast that hits Homelander, he could potentially make Homelander powerless if he doesn't kill him. But I think since Maeve survived, I think that means Homelander would be able to survive the blast from Soldier Boy, but I think it'd be powerless because, like I said, it's strong enough to wipe out the Compound V in his system, and he'd be powerless. And it would make it easier for Butcher to go in and kill him. But those are my finale predictions. So we'll get back to Cobra Kai, but let me catch up with the chat because there's like 34 comments. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Oh, okay. There I am. All right, what's up, Underground? Yeah, he is. The reason why I'm doing this one earlier is so that I can join his later, so I'll be on his as well. But yeah, I do think Ryan will betray his dad and side with Butcher. A-Train may put up a fight, but realistically, it'd be an easy fight for Homelander, basically Karate versus Ivan Drago. Yeah. What's up? Tube 2K. Nico. Sage obviously has a plan. She's the world's smartest person, so she's going to do something to Fallon. I think it is possible that she does side with the boys since Homelander fired her, but we'll see. Can't wait to see Amanda and Tori interactions. Me too. I hope we get more of that. We're so robbed of that in season 5. They had her work with Kreese instead, which I don't agree with. Somebody's going to die. If you have noticed, somebody has died in every finale, so somebody is taking the dust. My prediction is A-Train, MM, Frenchie, Newman, maybe Ashley, one of those I'm thinking. Yeah, I think it's possible it's possible Newman dies in the finale, but if not, I do think she'll die in season 5. Because Butcher wants to kill her too. He wants to inject her with the virus, which we'll see if they actually release the virus or not. But yeah. Urge Strike, yeah, he's at the premiere. A lot of people are at the premiere. I'll be honest, I'm a bit nervous about season 6, part 1, not knowing what's going to happen or who will pop up. Yeah. Yeah, he is a crybaby. He's a narcissist. Oh, my God. But he is one of the best villains ever, though. Like, I can't lie. Heard that as well. Womp womp. Bonsai Melissa. Haven't heard spoilers for season 6. Yeah, me neither. I did see the first 8 minutes of episode 1 yesterday, but I'm not going to say it on here. If you know, you know. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. I'm just going to say a lot happens in the first 8 minutes. Did you see that at 24 seconds? It looks like Grace is pressing a red button, maybe freeing Soldier Boy, hopefully. No, I'll have to rewatch the thing again. I didn't notice that. Good catch, though. It was his heart condition that caused. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember now. I disagree, but hey, you can have your own opinion. That's fine. Karate doesn't like it either. Karate was gonna watch it, but he saw the scene with Firecracker and Homelander. He's like, "Nope, I'm not watching this show. I don't want to understand it." Yeah. Bring I almost said CBO. CBK, what's up?
What's up?
I heard season 4 is a good season of The Boys. People, yeah, season 3 is better than season 4 in my opinion of The Boys. I like season 4. I don't hate on it like everybody else, but I do think season 3 is a lot better. Season 2 and season 3 are the best seasons. I agree. Season 4 is the weakest out of the. Oh, you're talking about Cobra Kai. Oh wait, no, you're talking about The Boys. Never mind. Okay. Season 2 and 3 are the best seasons. Season 4 is the weakest of the 4, but is set up for season 5, so I understand why. Yeah. We're hyped. Yeah, Cobra Kai is way better. I will admit that. In comparison, you can't compare the two. Yeah, because they're completely different shows, but they're both owned by Sony, though. Yeah, I do think season 5 is going to be epic, and they're going to go out with a bang because it is the last season. Yeah, a lot of people are making that prediction that Joe Kessler wasn't real. He was just an illusion of Butcher's mind, and and then episode 6 ended up proving everybody right. Like literally everybody was predicting that, oh, what if Joe Kessler isn't real because no one's interacted with him, and it turns out the real Joe Kessler died years ago, and he was just somebody of Butcher's past that he was hallucinating. I think that everyone is going to return for season 5. Maybe Soldier Boy, all the characters that left but are still alive. Yeah, because Jensen Ackles even confirmed that his character wasn't dead; he was still alive. Do you watch for? Yeah, I did. I did watch it. I couldn't help myself. Jensen Ackles was in this new show called Tracker. No, I've never seen it. Never even heard of it. Yeah, but don't worry, I'm not going to spoil it. I will. Just let me catch up with the chat, Melissa. The virus is from Gen V. I saw that Homelander had a cameo on that show. Yeah, he did. So Gen V is basically a spinoff. Those events happen in between seasons 3 and 4. So yeah, and like 2 characters from that show appear in episode 5 of season 4. They are doing a season 2 of that show. I thought it was okay. I obviously didn't enjoy it as much as like the main show, but I thought it was all right for a spinoff. What? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean by the joke. Karate being Cobra Kai Kid's son. That's funny. I'm super pumped for this season, especially Mike Barnes. I'm so excited. I do think he'll have a slightly bigger role this season. Season 4 is going above and beyond with they do not hold back. Like it just like the show gets grosser and grosser as it goes on. Then I thought it was cool seeing Rosa. That was cool, but I'm not supposed to say spoilers, but yeah, that was cool. But it's just one scene. Yeah, he is doing his countdown. I think he's starting in like a little bit, but he's going to be on until like 3 a.m. Eastern time, so I'll have plenty of time to join. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Yeah, part 1 and the finale for season 4. So excited. I haven't seen either of The Boys or Gen V, but I do know that the actress who plays Emma Meyer used to date Tanner Buchanan. Yeah, I heard about that. But let me put the link in the chat for Melissa. Because I know she's been waiting for a while, but we'll transition to Cobra Kai now. Yeah. Once I get enough people on, we will do we will rank all 50 Cobra Kai episodes in a tier list. I just want to wait until I have enough people. But there she is. There we go. Oh, look at that. Congrats to CBK on 600 subscribers.
Thank you.
But what's up, Melissa?
Bonsai.
Banzai.
Finally
Hey.
here. It's finally here after all this time.
Yep.
Yep.
Now it
Waiting.
seems like
We've been
now,
waiting way too
now
long.
we look back at the strikes and all the time we had to wait. It's like
Yeah,
it's a good feeling, right?
definitely.
Yep. Did anyone here see the first 8 minutes?
I did. I
Yeah,
couldn't
I
help.
saw it.
Like I said, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, me neither. I couldn't help it either. Who here in the chat did not see it? That's here that doesn't want to talk about it.
I know Nico didn't see it. That's it.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
All right. So Nico, would it be okay if we talked about it?
So
I don't want to spoil anything for you.
if anybody does not want to be spoiled,
Tim didn't
I
see
suggest hop off now. But
Yeah, if you don't want us to talk about it, if you don't want to hear about it, then
Tim didn't see it either.
hop off now. Unless, of course, if you're okay with hearing about it.
I saw it, so I'm good. Okay.
All right. So, do you think we should talk about it, or?
Says I leave, come back later. Okay. So, spoiler warning.
Yes,
This is your guys'
spoiler
spoiler warning because I wasn't going to talk about it, but
do you want to, CW, or do you want to, or is that okay with you, or it's your stream? So
I mean, I'm fine with it, but because I already saw it, so it doesn't really bother me. I just don't want to spoil it for other people.
no, that's why I asked ahead of time. Talking about Cinematic Fan, we're talking about the 8-minute beginning the 8-minute sneak peek of the first episode of Cobra Kai part 1. Did you see it? But yeah, this is your network world. So if you don't want to talk about it, we won't.
Okay, Cinema Fan saw it.
All right. So do you want to talk about it, World?
Nah, never mind.
All right. So then we won't.
All right. So
honestly, I can't. I hope we get more Tori and Amanda scenes. I'm just gonna cut straight to that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think we were so robbed of that
relationship.
Yeah. I think we're so robbed of that at season 5. Like, I think Tori would have actually helped Amanda understand, like, a lot better than she did. Yeah. She would have brought a lot more understanding to Amanda about how bad Cobra Kai really is, how dangerous Silver is.
Yeah, exactly.
I think like how Amanda helped her in season 4, like that would have been a great way for Tori to help Amanda.
Yeah, agreed. Tomahawk video? I don't know what that means.
Oh,
the video
they did like
the Hawk.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
They called it
Hawk is like or Jacob Bertram is like dancing or something.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. But 3.5 hours for me for when Cobra Kai season 6 part 1 lets out on Netflix.
It's in 6 hours.
Yeah, that's on the. It's like all that wait we did, and now it's finally here. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Like,
Doesn't even feel
Continue to
real,
do
if I'm being honest.
I
Super
know, me
hyped,
too.
really excited.
It's like it feels so long since season 5 was out.
I
Yeah,
know. Like when you take into consideration the strikes, the strikes and the delays,
yeah,
it was like it feels
Like,
like it was a dream.
yeah, because like I didn't think we'd be getting it until December. Um, that's when
or
I thought
2025.
we were gonna get it was December.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna go back to that release date, but so it just came as a shock to me that we're doing 3 parts and part 1's in the summer. I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, like it
That's
just
how it
came
was.
out of nowhere because like it was at the time where we had like no news whatsoever.
I mean, we kind of had a feeling it was gonna be in parts.
Yeah,
Kind of had a feeling,
Yeah,
but
the
we had
15
no idea we
episodes
were gonna
was.
get 3. Like we were speculating too.
yeah,
Like that was incredible. It's like now when you look back on those strikes and we all had to wait and we weren't sure like when it was going to be over, like it's like just like incredible, like it's just like one of those memories you feel like is a dream and like a daydream. Is like remember how things were back, things were back then, and look at them now.
Yeah,
It's like those strikes, as long as they were, and as hard as they were, it's like they were kind of like a blessing,
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
and it just doesn't feel like it's real.
yeah,
But at the same time, though, too, like as excited as we are for season 6 part 1, at the same time you can't help but maybe like have like a small part of you wish you could go back to back to the wait, a little bit.
I mean, we will be back to the wait soon because
Yeah.
part 2 is not coming until Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's like you wish you like it's one of those times where you wish you could like go like in Back to the Future, wish that like a time machine, just tell your past selves like enjoy this time while it lasts.
Yep.
It's like when you get when you get to where when you get to the future, when you get to the night before it releases, you're gonna like look back on this moment and actually be grateful that it happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean.
yep.
Yeah, I noticed that. He did. Yeah, he looked. Yeah, Jacob, the chosen one, has pointed that out a lot. That Dimitri looks furious.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess we're not getting a Tori promo either.
We got Tristan.
Yeah.
They might
Hey,
drop.
Tristan.
They might drop
Hey.
it on the same day, but I don't know. I mean, they made one for her, so it's kind of weird just not drop it because Jacob said her promo was hilarious, but
Yeah.
yeah. So,
I wonder if what he
That
meant by
was still
hilarious is like it was great. I don't know.
but Tristan, you got any predictions for the season 4 finale of The Boys?
Yeah, so I feel like, even though I've been saying that, I feel like Adrian's gonna die this episode.
Yeah, I said that too.
He's been doing too good stuff. Every time a person almost gets redeemed, they always get killed, and he's had like a lot of screen time. So
Yeah.
he's probably gonna get killed by Homelander. I bet. Fuck.
Yeah. When we hop on Karate's stream later, we should troll him by saying, we're gonna have to watch The Boys first. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
It's Karate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna get mad.
He's like, I don't want to understand it. I don't want to understand it.
Oh yeah. What do you think his reaction is going to be besides kicking you guys off?
He just throw a
Dude,
tantrum.
you're fucking
That's
insane.
literally all he does.
He's like, you rather watch that shit? Oh my god,
Cobra Kai, dude, fuck Cobra Kai season 6 coming out. What the fuck are you talking about? You want to watch The Boys?
That's exactly what he'll say.
Are
That's
you guys
exactly
dumb?
what he'll say. You
Like
got
he
him
would say
right
that.
down. You got him right
Yeah.
down to the. You got him right down to the letter. I know. He is.
Yeah.
So all he's gonna do is throw a fit and cry.
Oh,
But yeah.
What time does
Yeah.
karate stream start?
He said he was doing it at like I don't remember. He said it was like because he's in Central Time, I think. So I don't remember what it was. I don't even know if he has it scheduled yet or not.
Probably doesn't.
Yeah, he said he's gonna start like at 8, but it's like 8 for him right now. I think.
Yeah. So I don't know. 'Cause, like he said it would be 6 p.m. for me when he started. So I don't know.
So
What time does it come out for you, World?
12 a.m. for once.
Yeah, me too.
yeah,
Because I know it doesn't come out until 3 a.m. on the East Coast.
Wait, so it's gonna come out for 12 for you?
Yeah, because I'm on the West Coast.
Let's go. Me too. Always.
he moved
So I can watch it at midnight now. I mean, I'm not gonna watch the full thing at midnight. Like I'll watch the first episode and then I'll just rewatch like the whole thing tomorrow.
Oh, you say you're not gonna watch it fully when it comes out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna because like I like to watch it throughout the day. So
Oh, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna binge
I'm
watch it.
actually
So I'm
so
probably
I'm
not gonna go to sleep.
so I'm actually awake and I can like I'm aware
Yeah.
of what's going on.
Me too.
So I can just be sitting on my
hashtag sleep is for the weak.
So
Yeah.
my time, I'm probably
I'm gonna
gonna
be
fall asleep like
sitting-
at 6 or
I'm gonna
something.
be sitting on my chair drinking my coffee watching Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fall
sleep is
asleep like
for
at
the weak.
6 because I'm gonna watch the whole thing whenever.
I am not
Um,
sleeping at all.
Who here actually took the day off of work off of work tomorrow to watch Cobra Kai?
I lucky wasn't scheduled, so
Yeah, I took my day off. I'm not working
Yeah, me too.
I got lucky because I had the day off. Sleep.
because I'm gonna be all tired the next day and I'm gonna fall.
Yep.
So I have to do it. So I have to do it.
Karate says, "Yo guys, I will be making my StreamYard now. I will send links soon." All right, so he is starting soon.
Okay.
But we'll start the tier list in a little bit. Cobra Kai Hawk said he'd be joining in a little bit, so I kind of want to wait for him.
Yeah. So,
Um,
what's the best theories that for season
Yeah.
6 that you hope to actually come true? Now that's coming out tomorrow. What's the best theories that you've heard that you really hope come true in part 1?
Trying to think of ones besides like obvious ones.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
the ones that
I'm
most
trying
people
to think of ones
happen
that
in
like that
reality.
are not too obvious that we already have feeling that are probably gonna happen. Like Robbie winning the tournament, but
Yeah,
Mine.
I mean the
hope
theory
that we
about
have
the
an
double
interaction.
date is pretty much confirmed.
Oh yeah. Oh, World. I'm not. We're not. We don't. We're not gonna. Won't say anything. But do you get the feeling, the same feeling that I do, that double after watching the first 8 minutes of part 1 that we will get that double date in the first episode?
Apparently, that's confirmed, but I probably shouldn't have just said that.
Yeah,
I heard
I
somewhere
think
it was
that was-
confirmed. I don't know how like accurate it is, but somebody said that it happens in episode 1. I don't know how accurate it is though.
yeah, I got the link from someone too.
Do you think it'll end the way we predict it?
Maybe.
I just can't see them getting. I can't see them doing the same ending that they did with Johnny and Daniel. Like, it's not their style to do things twice. Do things the same way twice.
They don't like to repeat stuff. Yeah, they don't really like to repeat stuff.
I don't know if they're going to do that, cinematic fan. I think they're just going to let Tori keep the win.
Is that really necessary, though? Like, do they really need to go through all that? So I hope to see Yasmin interact with Tori. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that would actually.
I got spoiled for episode 1. Not everything that happened. Yeah, don't go on Twitter, people.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I really just don't hope nobody posts anything.
Like, I can't even go on Twitter to check if there's any NBA free agency signings so I can update the rosters in 2K. Like, I can't even do that because I'll probably get spoiled.
Yeah. Twitter really doesn't care what they post anymore.
Like, Twitter and Reddit are the worst.
I know. Like, why can't you just wait until the season? Because everybody just wants to see it for. Why you gotta post shit?
Also, I hate it I hate the ones who like skip to like the last episode and spoil the ending for like everybody on YouTube. I fucking hate that shit. It is so annoying.
Like, I guess post a little bit of episode 1, but why do you gotta post the last episode?
But honestly,
I know. Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking annoying.
I know it is. It's ridiculous.
I don't get
at least they can't spoil the ending because it's only part
Hey, at least we have 10 more episodes left, so they can't spoil part 2 or part 3.
Like literally, Kreese faking his death in prison got spoiled for me, and I actually thought he died. I was like, that's how he goes out, seriously. And
I know.
And then like it shocked me when I'm like, oh my god, he's still alive! Holy shit!
I'm glad I didn't see any of that.
Yeah,
Kreese's fake death scene got spoiled for me. I actually thought it was real because obviously.
And you're like, damn, yes, he died.
I was like, because like it was just like the way he dies is just like lame. I was like, so that's how he goes out getting stabbed to death in prison. You don't have him,
they would actually like use that scene.
You don't have him saving, sacrificing himself to save Johnny. You have him dying in prison. Seriously.
Yeah, with like some weird music in the background,
like just like some bearded dude.
And for something he didn't do either.
Yeah, like that would have been like the dumbest thing ever. But thank God he faked his death. Thank God.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. His
first fan was a G for to let him get out by like faking.
Yeah. Because like they're doing a premiere in like LA at some museum. You got to be really careful because there is going to be some fucking imbeciles who record it and put it out to the internet.
Yep. Yeah, security. Hopefully, security does a really good job this time.
Yeah. Careful now, coming hours. There'll be spoilers all over the internet.
Apparently,
the first 2 episodes in 16 minutes. So careful with social media. I'm not going any social media.
Yeah. Because apparently, security in our world is about as useful as the police are in the Miyagi-Do world.
Yeah. Turn off notifications. Yeah. Even freaking Peyton List said that security needs to tighten up. Like, if she's saying it, it's a problem.
Wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Peyton List, yeah.
Here's a season 6 finale prediction for me. Kreese will die trying to save Tori. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Because he does care for her as a daughter in his own way. So, yeah.
I like what she said. I like what Tori said, though, about Kreese, is that like in many ways she's like Johnny, but in other ways she's not like Johnny. Like she's not gonna just blindly trust Kreese the first time.
Yeah.
She's not gonna just forgive Kreese and give him chance after chance. It's like if Kreese wants a chance with her, wants her forgiveness, he's gonna have to earn it.
Yeah.
Like he can't fool her like he could Johnny. Like Tori's very smart with that.
Yeah, she is. Like she even told him in the prison, like, this is what I get for trusting other people. Like I have to clean up the mess or whatever.
Yeah.
She said in the end I'm always the one picking up the pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes. Yeah. And it's like, I think, I hate to say this, but while Johnny has known Kreese longer, I think Tori knows Kreese better.
Yeah.
See, I don't think Johnny ever knew like the softer side of Kreese.
There's a
probably.
season
Yeah.
6 finale. Oh, I already read this. What am I doing?
It's like she understands him in a way that nobody else could or did.
Yeah.
He just got the sensei side of Kreese.
Yeah. Although I will
Obviously,
say
like,
this,
it was his favorite student, but like, so,
he did view Johnny as a
Yeah.
son, so and Robbie as a grandson, sort of, in his
Yeah.
own twisted, messed up,
Right.
attempted murder-like ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that
yes, I
clip.
saw that. Yeah,
It's
I did see
interesting.
that. Yep,
It's
I saw it.
interesting
Yeah, I
because
saw it.
she said like I would say yes, but it's not up to me. So that it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
So-
think it's what Watch Party predicted about?
I don't
Master-
think it is. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't think it is.
I mean,
What
I
was the
think it's
prediction?
possible he could be alive, but
Oh,
If he's
okay.
alive, he's gonna be 150 years old.
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I'm
150.
He's gonna be like, back in my day, we would never call it Cobra Kai.
in an accent though.
yeah.
Japanese
I
accent.
wonder,
mean,
you know
Korean
what?
accent, my bad.
If he is alive, if he
150
is
years
alive,
old.
do you think that do you think that that
If he
they'll
is
have him
alive, he kind of
speak
hit kind of
South Korean or English?
Probably South Korean, probably.
Because I
Yeah.
know Mr. Miyagi's father, he spoke Okinawan
Yeah.
when he died. But I mean, like Master Kim could be alive, but at the same time, though, like even if he is alive, he's not. I don't think he's in fighting shape. I think that's going to be
Yeah,
left
there's
up
no
to
way.
people.
Yeah, there's always
Yeah.
still be fighting at
Like-
this
You
age.
crack a hip trying to
Like,
just
there's
lift his
no
leg up.
way you can convince me that a 150-year-old man is going to be fighting people. Like, there's no
Nah,
way.
dude, he'll be all freaking like all skinny because he's probably his bones are all freaking old.
Like, dude's probably going to be moving around like Squidward, probably.
Yeah.
One time he tries to kick, dude, he break his leg, like break everything in his body.
Or Sophia from the Golden Girls. Have you ever watched the Golden Girls?
No.
No.
Nope.
All right, so let me give a better example. Have you guys watched Henry Danger?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Swass.
Yeah.
like that annoying. He's not old, but he still like wouldn't be able to put up like much of a fight.
Yeah, true.
Hi Garrett. Hi Jerry.
Yeah, it could be Kim's dad, I guess. Kim
Some
Diane's
people are
dad.
saying it could
Yeah.
be. It could
Yeah,
be
it
the
would
dad,
have to be. It would have to be because Kim's the last. Guys, remember, Kim is the last name, not the first
Yeah.
name. So
Yeah,
if
like-
she,
Yeah, because I
Last
can't
name
I
has
can't
to be
really
her
believe that
father.
actual Kim Sung Young is actually
We only like
maybe
we
her
only
son. Yeah,
we only know about her grandfather. Like they never
maybe her father's still alive, but I don't know about her grandfather.
Yeah, like I'm like what the hell happened to her dad then?
yeah,
Yeah.
because that
Maybe
seems
it's
to be
him.
like
Maybe
the
that's
one-
him.
like that seems to be the one thing that nobody seems to be asking is okay, we have the original person that started Cobra Kai in the first place, and we have the granddaughter. Well, in order for that person to have a granddaughter, he'd have to have a child. In order for him to have a grandchild, he'd have to have a child.
Yeah.
So, who is Master Kim's child, and what role do they play in this in season 6?
Yeah.
Or are going to play?
Can close out the event. That doesn't surprise me. He's probably pumping out the Save Silver T-shirts and coffee mugs.
Yeah. that really doesn't surprise me. He's there.
Yeah, every big creator is there.
The huge Terry Silver fan. So yeah.
Terry Silver.
Yeah.
Oh, CKW. You know, imagine if Mike Barnes during his training, like, he says to Sam, he says to Sam, "Come on, LaRusso, your karate is a joke." And
yeah, he might light a fire under her, to be honest.
yeah, I got that feeling from that scene, from that Mike Barnes scene, that he's gonna really like light into her.
I do think he's gonna push Dimitri past his limits too. Like I think he's really gonna go at Dimitri.
Yeah. Because if you notice that look that he gave Sam, like if any of you delicate flowers feel like going to your senses and crying, like he was looking at Sam when he said that.
Yeah, he said don't because I have full authority to these eliminations. And what really piqued my interest the most about that clip was he said, "You came to me. It's my way or the highway." That was the agreement. Yeah. So Daniel goes to him for a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, the cast of Cobra Kai will go live on the official channel to ask questions at 7 p.m. East.
It's past 7
7 p.m. It's way past that, though.
Yeah, it's 9. It's about to be 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Because, like, that would have been at 4 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
So that's really weird.
Although they're in LA, so technically.
Yeah, they're saying Eastern time. It's already 9 o'clock East right now, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because, you know, my buddy Ben just did a live on his Instagram, and it was like 8 o'clock for him. It's about to be 10 o'clock for him now, so I don't know.
Yeah,
oh, you meant Pacific time. Okay.
Oh, PST.
So they're about to be live in a little bit. So.
Yeah, they're about to be live in a few minutes.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, how insane do you think Mike is going to be in this season?
He's gonna be really tough on them.
Like, do you really
like? I actually think he's gonna take it further than Johnny usually does.
Oh, that's not going to surprise that. I've said that from the beginning. It's like, if they think like since season 4, like if they think that Johnny is scared, if they think that Johnny is scary and tough, imagine if they were training with Barnes.
Yeah,
and we're gonna get that. Like Dimitri's probably gonna be the first one to say this. He's gonna think like, geez, and I thought Sensei Lawrence was scary.
Yeah. Everyone is going live today. Yep. School Spirit Season 2 is in begin production. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I thought Season 1 was really good. Very underrated show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Strikers Media is live on IG. Yep, everybody is fucking live today.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Gonna ignore that. Dumbass.
Where do these people come from?
I don't know. It's fucking dumbass. Anyway.
Unfortunately, a broken condom.
Yeah. I just like it's just got me super hyped.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the way that they're starting every. I just wish that they did the hype a little bit better, you know?
Yeah.
Again, Netflix's marketing kind of like is like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they put all their marketing efforts in season 4, and season 4 wasn't like even that great compared to the marketing. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they saved the best for last. Underground.
I don't even know if we're
Which
gonna get
for-
a Tori
posted
promo.
it.
Which for some reason people are like, oh, that means she's not competing in the Saigo Taike. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, and there was a leak that proves that she is at the Saigo Taike, so you're wrong. So I don't know.
Yeah, if
I don't
they don't
get
have
why
her in the
people
So,
think she
Saigo Taike,
I'm here to
I
tell
would
you. So I'm
so
here to tell
angry.
you all that this theory still sucks. It makes no sense. There's no evidence proving that Tori doesn't go to the Saigo Taike.
Right.
There's actually a leak on TikTok that proves she's there. She's standing there with everybody else at the Saigo Taike. So there you go.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
and it's just a stupid.
I
thing.
haven't
I'm
seen.
just-
Can you
why
show?
would
Can
you
you
It just
show
makes
that?
no
on-
sense. They're like, oh, she's not going to drop out of the tournament because her mom died. Okay, don't you think that would encourage her? That would actually make her
Right.
want to fight at the tournament more? Like, don't you think she would want to rewrite the wrong
I mean,
of season
forfeit.
4
I mean,
and prove herself and
right.
want to like fight, in honor of her mother? Like, don't you think that makes more sense? Like, it
Yeah,
just
that's
Yeah.
more of a reason to
Like, it
have
just,
her. win
like-
the
I mean,
Taike.
like I can't
Forfeit
I can't go on like any watch party live stream on anything without people saying Tori's not going to go to the tournament. Tori's not going to go to the like.
I mean,
It
did you
makes
hear
no
what
sense.
I said? Did you hear? Did you hear what I said to Watch Party and the stream when he said that? It's like, okay, I mean, no disrespect, but I hope that you're wrong, because I want Tori to compete in the Sekai Tekai.
She's going to as well.
Yeah,
There's
and
no
if
way
she
they don't
doesn't
have
compete in the Saikai Taike, that puts more pressure on Sam. Believe it or not, that's going to make her
Yeah.
job way harder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because like, do you really think Devin is going to be able to like clear the path for Sam? Like, is
No.
Devin really that type of fighter? Like, I don't think she is.
I mean, we
And
don't
no,
even know if
no
she's
disrespect to
qualified.
Devin. I like Devin as a
Yeah.
character.
I do too.
Like, it's no hate for
um,
Devin. Like, I actually like Devin's character. I think she's a bit underrated.
CKW. Do
yeah.
you have the TikTok? Do you have
No,
the
I don't.
TikTok? Oh, okay,
It probably got deleted, but
probably.
uh,
Yeah, no, I want her to compete. Listen, just because I say like it'll probably that if they get down to the genders division, that it might, whether or not if it gets down to the genders division, that I think Sam will probably be the winner if they go that route. It doesn't mean I don't want Tori to compete. It doesn't mean that I won't be happy if Tori does win. It doesn't mean that. It's just something that to me, Sam winning just makes sense. But people have to get into these stupid debates, and it's like, oh, she's a Sam simp. Oh, fake Tori fan. Oh, fake this, fake that. It's like, oh, I know you're really rooting for this. No, you can think one thing and still be happy for other characters who get it, who even if they don't get, even if it's not the character that you think gets it, and it's a completely different character, you can still be satisfied. It's the way that the story is executed that makes you satisfied. You could say things like, "Oh, I think this character is going to get it" before the show premieres, and then as you're watching the premiere and as you watch everything that leads up to it, you could have a change of heart. You could see, okay, at first I didn't think this. I didn't think that. I didn't think it could be this character, but now I'm thinking that it is. You can do that, and you can root for even a character that you didn't originally like, but are now starting to warm up to. Like for me, like if anyone would have told me post season 4 that I would find myself rooting for Tori in the All Valley to win, I would have probably said no, because like I wanted to like Tori in season 2. I really did. And I definitely sympathized with her, but it was like they were like having to do all this crazy illegal stuff. It's like how can you make me root for somebody like that? Yeah. But once season 4 hit, I was like, they brought me into a corner. It's like, okay, I get it now. I understand. I don't justify her actions, but I understand her now. I understand her character. Yeah, see, I get comments like this. Melissa's a Samson.
It's the same comment for like fucking 8 months, dude. It's getting old. Like no one cares.
Yeah.
Like nobody freaking cares. Another
Do
point I
you
want to
even
bring
know
up.
what that
Another
means?
point I want to bring up. Oh, Peyton wasn't at the Barcelona place. It was just Sam Miguel and Robbie. She must not make it to the tournament. Okay, then where's Hawk then? Where's Dimitri?
Right.
They're not competing in the tournament? Is that the logic you're trying to give out?
Anthony, Devin,
Anthony,
Kenny.
Devin, Kenny.
People
Like-
just
Right.
don't think, bro. They don't think before they
I
say
mean,
shit.
I will say this. And I don't mean this in any way anything bad for anyone's favorite character on the show that's not these three. What people need to understand is that it started with these three on Cobra Kai season 1, episode 1, or in Robbie's case, episode 2 of season 1. They were in the show since the first season. So it makes sense that it will maybe start leaning heavily towards these three, more heavily than any other character.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
I have a feeling that the Miguel Robbie Captain fight. A lot of people are saying it's going to end in a tie. I don't agree.
Yeah, there has to be a winner.
They have somebody has to win.
Yeah, I agree. But it's like it's like I'm saying, like I could see in certain like parts of season 6 where it does, or even when it starts to get closer to the finale, where it does start to lean more towards these three teams, because whether fans of the other characters that didn't come in until season 2 like it or not, it started with these three in season 1. They were there since the beginning.
Yeah. But
only 5 hours left.
Let's move on because I do want to end this stream by 8 o'clock my time. But we're going to do the tier list 7 o'clock.
Yeah, karate started this in 2 minutes.
And then Zone's live right now too. But
yeah.
I got the tier list set up.
Okay.
Hopefully it's actually sharing my screen.
I'll be right back.
Let's see, make sure it's working. It is. Okay. But yeah. So I did make this myself, so you guys can go check it out. All 50 episodes before season 6 comes out. So yeah, they are. And there's Mitch. But we'll start off, we'll go chronologically. But yeah. Yaya's there. Nice. But we'll start with season 1, episode 1. I would say solid. I thought it was like a good first episode. It's pretty short, but I thought it was a nice, solid episode. Got reintroduced to the character of Johnny Lawrence and got introduced to Miguel. So, good first episode. What do you think of episode 1, CBK?
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty solid. Not much. We didn't get much. We did get like the reintroduction, Daniel, Johnny. We got to see like Johnny's son, which is Robbie, and we did get to see Johnny fight again. in the first episode. So that was pretty cool as well.
Yeah. So let me see if I can find it because there it is. Season 1, episode 2. I would put it probably also solid. We got, reintroduced to Daniel, and
All right, so what is this? Sorry about that.
so ranking all
we're
50
ranking.
Cobra Kai episodes for season 6.
Oh, awesome.
We did the first 2 episodes of season 1, so you can basically just tell us what you think of season 1, episodes 1 and 2.
Oh, solid. Definitely solid.
Yeah. But season 1, episode 2, basically Johnny training Miguel. Robbie was in the episode as well. Obviously, there's animosity between him and Johnny.
Yeah.
And then there was obviously Daniel meeting Kyler for the first time, and
yeah,
Kyler and Sam dating. That was cringe. Then we saw Eli and Dimitri for the first time, and
yeah,
a bunch of stuff.
I would say probably Masterpiece. I mean, I thought that was really good. Like, you could really see really see more of the parallels between Johnny and Miguel versus Miyagi and Daniel in the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
More in that episode than any other.
In episode 2.
But episode 3, let me find it. There it is. FYI, don't get into a fight with a skeleton outfit because it never ends well.
Nope.
Cobra Kai is 0 for 3 in the skeleton outfits. Miguel lost, Johnny lost, and Tori lost. Probably at the top of solid. This is probably one of the shorter episodes. This is basically, Miguel learning to kick a little bit. Ooh, Sean's at the premiere. Nice. But Miguel just wanting to learn the kick, and obviously more training. You have Sam and Kyler stuff again. Daniel starts getting paranoid about it, and I don't blame him because Kyler's a douchebag. You had the Halloween party. Miguel dressed up as the skeleton. He wanted to go as Deadpool and then Spider-Man, and then the costume just kind of got messed up. He ended up going up as a skeleton though, and he got beat up by Kyler pretty badly and his friends. So yeah, this is one of the shorter episodes, so not a whole lot happens, but it was pretty decent. I think it was solid.
Do you guys really think that? I'm just curious. Do you guys really think that episode 2 belongs in solid? Because I would say that was.
I don't think it's compared to the other episodes. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I think it was, But episode 4, episode 4 was kind of I like the Johnny and Robbie stuff. How Johnny's trying to get back in Robbie's life and stuff. And Robbie is, testing him to see if he actually cares. And obviously Johnny goes to Shannon, and Shannon really lays into Johnny about you quit day one. I'm can you at least give him the chance to rewrite his wrong? But she does have a point though that he did mess up, but. Obviously, he convinces Carmen to let Miguel train again, and obviously, he had the billboard stuff, which is pretty funny. And Sam discovers the truth about what type of person Kyler really is, and she cuts ties with him and breaks it off
and shoves him right on his butt.
Yeah, she does the right thing, which I love that she put him on his ass 100%. And obviously, what else do we have? Obviously, Daniel discovers that it was really Johnny who did the billboard, not Tom Cole. But that scene was hilarious when he kicked that disgusting tea out of his hand. That was hilarious. Sorry,
Oh,
I hate
You can't say that. You
I
can't
hate
say that
tea.
he
It's
didn't deserve
disgusting.
it. Like you can't say
he had it coming though, because he made that commercial basically
right.
like since Daniel's mentor was Mr. Miyagi from like Okinawa, he's not patriotic and stuff like that. Like I'm a true patriot and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Seriously, go.
He definitely deserved
it. He had it coming.
I know. Like he so deserved it.
Yeah.
He actually Daniel should have kicked him right in the head for that.
Yeah, I agree. But episode 5, this is going in great because like this episode is really good. You had Miguel like getting back into it, you know.
And you had Sam like confronting Kyler and
and she's about to whoop his ass, and Miguel kind of saved him. Like, Miguel gave him an ass whooping, but I think if he got it from Sam, it would have been worse because
I hope we get that in season 6.
Because like, what's more embarrassing as a guy, losing a fight to another guy or losing to a fight to a girl that's like a foot shorter than you? Like,
right.
Yeah.
And, and the other thing of it is too, Sam kind of like foreshadowed that. Like Sam kind of said that in season 3. You know, when Daniel was trying to, like sympathize with her by comparing that he's been in plenty of fights, and Sam like saying he understands, and Sam's like, you don't understand because it's different when you're a girl, because even when you win, you still lose.
Yeah. That was episode 5. Let's see if we can find episode 6. There it is. Episode 6. I thought this was, pretty good.
You want to put it in good or good or great, because that was the first episode like for Sam. Like we could feel the sparks between Sam and Miguel. Like especially in chemistry, especially in chemistry class.
Plus, we got to see like the Mohawk. You got to see.
Honestly, at the end, Eli flips the script and turns into Hawk.
Yeah, so I put that in awesome. Great. You want to put that in great?
Probably put it in great. But yeah, Johnny got more students, and he was beating them down, but he was trying to like build up their confidence and stuff, and it just wasn't working. And then you have the Sam and Miguel stuff, which is pretty good. Yeah. Obviously, Robbie, the Robbie and Daniel stuff, because like Robbie was working at Larissa Auto to get back with Johnny.
Yeah, and you had Daniel get back into karate.
Yeah, so you had Daniel try and get back into karate, but he didn't have somebody to do it with. Like he was trying to do it with Amanda, she wouldn't do it. Trying to do it with Anthony, he wouldn't do it. Tried to do it with Sam, she wouldn't do it. I knew she wouldn't do it, but finally got somebody at the end. He got, his first student.
Robin.
Well, not his first student, but
Sam was technically his first student. He even said that. But I mean, I wouldn't say Sam like wouldn't do it. She almost said she was almost there. She almost wanted to do it, but it was like she said no. So it was like, I wouldn't say like, I mean, she did say silently, she did say yes, at least to the audience in the end of season 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, pretty good episode overall. Next we go to episode 7. So let me find it real quick. This is so out of order. Hate how they ran.
There's Sam and Miguel.
There it is. Hate how they're so like unorganized, but you had Sam and Miguel's not a date. Quotation
and not marks. A kiss. Not a date, not a kiss.
So their golf and stuff, thing. It was kind of a callback to Daniel and Allie in not season 1, excuse me, Karate Kid 84. You also had Johnny get Cobra Kai unbanned back in the All Valley.
Yeah. Something he regrets
so that was cool.
Later on.
And obviously he regrets it now, but like basically like Miguel like convinces them to like not, punch everybody if they say no. basically like hold his composure and try a different approach.
Yeah.
And he basically has Johnny like is able to like keep his composure and like give a meaningful speech, which basically convinces them to let him back in.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
it was
awesome.
Johnny's suggestion that they go to golf, that he takes Sam to golf and stuff.
Yeah, because they were gonna go to like some planetarium or like just look at the stars and eat chocolate or something.
Yeah.
Like my favorite line of the episode is like, "Banned? What the hell are you talking about? You don't ban me. I ban you." Like that was funny.
Right.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was awesome. And don't forget, like, Daniel being on the board too. Like,
Yeah,
Daniel being on the board of the All Valley too. That was like the back and forths between them. Like that was really funny.
yeah,
Like he was like, and you know what the thing was too? He was like, what is your, when they were bringing up Terry Silver in that moment, he was like, the lady at the board was like, what is your relation to this Terry Silver? And he's like, ma'am, I have no idea who that even is. And you're like thinking, now you're thinking, okay, well, fast forward to season 4 and you'll know who that is.
yeah.
Meet him in
And
season
he
4.
soon knows who he is. But we'll move on to episode 8. So things get a little bit interesting. Obviously, you have Johnny having an intense training with them. In the what was I gonna say? The whatever it is, the junkyard, and he sicks a bunch of dogs on him, and Hawk gets bit, and you have some tension between, well, not really tension, but like Sam and Miguel's relationship getting a little bit harder because Sam knows that Miguel's sensei Johnny has a problem with her dad, and she tries to convince him to go to a different dojo to make it easier. But obviously Miguel shoots that down pretty quickly, and Johnny discovers that he's dating Sam.
Daniel's daughter.
He's like, you're dating Daniel LaRusso's daughter? We need to have a chat. And he basically gives him a pretty sketchy side of his story to the whole thing. Like,
and with a little bit of holes in it that make himself look like the victim.
One-sided.
He was like, who makes him look like the innocent. He's like, sucker punched me. His sensei went all out on me and my friends. Like, and Miguel's like, what an asshole.
It was like he painted himself as the victim in that, and like through parts where he was clearly the aggressor. And Johnny needs a reminder of that sensei that jumped him and assaulted him also was the sensei that saved his life.
Yeah. Did not failed to mention that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does write a letter, or tries to write a letter for Robbie, which I thought was cool. And Hawk basically encourages Miguel to, say like, fuck it, just go over there and introduce yourself. And, he does do that. However, he sees Robbie eating dinner with them and takes it completely the wrong way and starts to get paranoid about that
situation.
I think that
just like Robbie saw Miguel and Johnny hug in episode 5, and he got paranoid and took it completely the wrong way.
I think that honestly, while I thought about that move, I was like, yeah, that's bold, but it was kind of like a dumb one because one, Sam wasn't expecting him. Like, she hadn't told her dad that she was dating Miguel, so it was like, how would she have reacted if
I think she would.
What?
She probably would have freaked out, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But that was episode 8,
8.
And then that Louis and his lighting Johnny's car on fire.
Yeah. Oh God, what an idiot.
And
a whole other fight too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's episode 9. It's right next
Episode
to
9, different but same.
Yeah.
It's going in
Yeah.
great in my opinion because I like this
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, I see. Like you have Johnny confronting Daniel, and like them going at it, and like Anthony's like, "Kick his ass, Dad!" like,
Oh my
like,
god.
I'm like, Anthony, you're such an idiot. like,
Yeah,
and
and even Johnny was
Amanda's the only sensible one. Like, she comes out like,
Yeah.
"What is going on out here?" And she's like as much as I'd love to see you two grown men kick each other into a pool, I don't want any blood on the patio. So why don't we just resolve this over some breakfast?
Right, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
And
always been
I
the
like
reasonable
Johnny's
one.
reaction to Anthony. He's like, "Do you have any cat?" Like he's salting his eggs, and Anthony just like walks up eating a donut, and Johnny says, "Do you have any ketchup?" He's like, and Anthony's like, "Yeah, get it yourself, douchebag." And Johnny's like, he's is like the D word.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny. Yeah,
And I'm like thinking, and you know what the thing of it is too? I'm like, as the scene was playing, I'm like thinking, okay, not like, I'm like thinking, okay, not that I think that anyone deserves to be bullied, but at least if this kid got bullied, it would make sense.
yeah, because like he's a spoiled brat and he's chubby too. Like
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So obviously Amanda finds out about the hit and run Sam was involved in. Sam gets grounded, so she can't even communicate with Miguel.
Yeah.
And Miguel gets even more paranoid and thinks she's doing stuff behind his back, which she wasn't. Obviously, Robbie stops by, but he bails her out so they can get to the party.
Yeah.
And then Aisha gives that legendary front wedgie to Yasmin.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
just so awesome. That was hilarious.
That's
You
gonna be
have
like talked
Daniel and
about
Johnny
like
just,
for years.
riding around in a car together,
And
just having fun and having drinks too.
and
That's gonna be
Dimitri
talked about for years. That's gonna be as famous as Daniel's crane kicked.
Dimitri tried to like, go for the Hail Mary and, try to like get Yasmin to like him, and fortunately it didn't work, but he does get her later on, but obviously.
Yeah.
It took him 3 seasons.
But yeah. And then
Let's not
obviously
forget
like,
Robbie sneaking Sam out and Miguel
Yeah.
accidentally hitting Sam.
yeah, and yeah, like Miguel sees Sam holding hands with Robbie and he takes that the wrong way. And keep in mind he has alcohol in his system, so obviously that's going to impair his judgment a little bit. But tries to hit Robbie, misses, but he accidentally hits Sam, and she gets mad, justifiably so, and obviously they break up and they leave, and Robbie goes to talk to Mr. LaRusso, but then realizes his dad is there because Daniel had to go get Johnny a new car, and they're out for a bit, and it was looking like things were going in the right direction for Johnny and Daniel, but then Johnny realizes Daniel was training his son, and Daniel learns that Robbie is Johnny's son, and he thinks Robbie was just playing mind games with him, and kicks him out, and the episode ends there, which brings us into episode 10, the finale.
Yep.
I thought it was
Great.
great. It's the All Valley. You had a couple good fights. You got Miguel versus Xander Stone, who did not look like a defending champion to me. He was just trying to avoid being on the ground. He was just doing flips, just flying around the air. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Miguel was able to beat him with
gymnast.
It's not the
Yeah.
I was like, this is not the circus. And did you see his mom? Like,
yeah. His mom was just obnoxious. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, and then when he lost, she's like, "That's bullshit, bullshit." Like, I'm like, calm down. Oh my gosh, like, Like she's acting like it's the Super Bowl, like it's a freaking
know.
like it's a teenager Karate Kid tournament. Relax.
Yeah.
Like you're acting like it's the NBA Finals or something. Relax. It's not that serious.
Not the World
Then
Cup.
you have Hawk doing basically injuring Robbie because Robbie insulted his hair, and obviously he didn't take that very lightly.
And that's a good point, TCKH. Robbie doing the one-handed kick, the one-hand kick.
The two-legged kick.
The two-legged kick.
Yeah, that was awesome because Daniel couldn't do it, but Robbie was able to do it without Daniel actually teaching him how to do it.
I wonder if Sam could do
on
it.
his own.
He just learned on his own.
Sam could do it. That'd be awesome, but
I think that should just be Robbie's move, but
you had Miguel try to apologize to Sam, and that didn't go over well.
No.
So Sam decides to leave because she didn't want to see Robbie get hurt, and she didn't want to see Miguel do something he might regret. So so she wanted to get out of there, and it was looking like Anthony was starting to get a little bit interested. And you have Daniel forgiving Robbie and having him, coach Robbie throughout the finals. And Robbie did pretty good with an injured arm. Like he was giving Miguel problems injured. So I think that shows how talented and skilled Robbie is as a fighter.
Yeah, it does. And don't forget we got the famous clap and the rubbing the hands together, and didn't get nothing from that.
Yeah, because Daniel didn't know how to do it.
I wonder why Mr. Miyagi never taught him that. You think that could be revealed in season 6? Why Mr. Miyagi never taught Daniel that move? Because it looked like it was just a healing move.
I don't know. But obviously we have like the legendary return of Mr. John Kreese at the end to set up season 2. It's like the real story's only just begun. Like I was like, shit.
And now the real story is about to come to an end.
Yeah. Brings us to season 2, episode 2. Mercy Part 2 is what it was called. You had that opening scene of Kreese, like I've been away for a long time.
I would put that in
it's good to see you. And Johnny wants absolutely nothing to do with them, so they get into a fight, and Kreese is actually doing pretty good for his age. And Johnny was about to, choke him out, but he got hit with a flashback, and he didn't want to resort to Kreese's level, so he let him go. And Kreese took him down to the ground, and then the sprinklers went off. And you obviously have the aftermath of the All Valley and, Sam and Miguel after their breakup. Sam goes ahead and blocks him on IG. And then, Miguel's just all depressed. Because, he's like, yeah, I may have won the tournament, but, this goes to show, this proves Miyagi's, point. Never put passion over principle, because even if you win, you lose. So Miguel did win the tournament, but he lost Sam. So
and it also kind of proves too that karate shouldn't be used to fight for trophies. Instead, fight for life.
Yeah, exactly.
And to bring peace and balance.
Yeah, but. See, episode 2, Back in Black. I actually like this episode. Like, the opening is really good. That iconic song by AC/DC. Used to listen to it all the time when I was younger. But say it was pretty good. I liked it. And then I think you had like Miguel trying to work things out with Sam, and she wasn't having it. You had like Robbie's home life. His mom took off again, and he did kind of take it out on Sam a little bit. Like he was just upset and frustrated.
Yeah, but that's understandable, you know. Like he
Yeah,
was just
and
frustrated. I mean, not that he
he
should have taken
does
it out, Sam.
he does
But
apologize for it later,
Yeah.
and Sam's the one who like pushes Daniel like do you know anything about Robbie's home life? And
that's the thing that a lot of fans
Yeah.
don't seem to get. Like as much as they like hate her character, like they just act like she does no good. They just act like there's nothing good about her at all, and it's like
yeah,
they forget all the good that she's done and just focus only on her bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
who like opens like
Tristan's backstage.
He is okay. Sorry.
She's the one who what?
Who like pushes Daniel to help out Robbie.
Yeah.
So Tristan, we're just doing our episode
Oh,
tier list.
Oh, episode 2.
Tristan,
So,
hi.
so
Yeah.
hi guys.
Yeah, we're on we're on season 2, episode 2.
Okay.
But yeah, so she basically pushes Daniel to get Robbie out of that situation. I mean, the kid was putting water in his cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah.
And then Daniel discovers that Kreese is not dead. He is back in the valley, and he's on Johnny's side again. And you had the cement truck thing because the students weren't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
But like,
But that was
okay,
kinda
oh, you guys
dangerous
think
too.
you guys are all, you guys think you learned everything, huh? Since you guys want to change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like he like
Because they
orders
won a
them to
tournament.
like get into the
yeah.
cement
He's like,
truck.
so there's nothing left to learn, huh?
You don't want to win anymore. Like,
And he's like, get in. He's
Yeah.
like, he's like, get in. He's like the cement truck, and he's like,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I'll have to admit that was kind of dangerous. I mean, seriously, but
Yeah,
like,
the only way to
they
make them
learned-
learn, like,
they
hey,
learned something.
we still got to learn stuff. We can still win more
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
titles.
like
Yeah.
because like they were on cloud 9 because they won
There's
the
so much
tournament.
to learn.
Yeah, and we can win more championships if we keep learning.
Hmm.
Yeah. They need to get better.
Yeah, and Johnny had a huge point where like a true champion never stops training, and he's right.
And also, too, something
Yeah.
that I would like to point out, when he was when he was punishing, like when he was lecturing and punishing the students, and making Miguel and Hawk stand up in front of the class, and this is in episode 1, where he says when a cobra sees an injured deer and a lion, which one do you think it's going to kill? And Aisha says it's going to kill the lion, and Johnny says why? Because it killed the stronger it killed the stronger animal, and that's where like he says exactly. Cobra Kai is all about being badass, and they don't attack people when their backs are turned or when they're injured. They from now on, those are pussy moves. And he makes them take off their white belts and he makes them take off their black belts and switch to white, and they're starting over. Like he's unprogramming them.
Yeah.
The belts don't even matter anymore now.
Yeah,
What?
I feel like the belts don't
thing,
even matter
no,
now.
like the whole belt thing doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I know.
I feel like it's never mattered in the show. I feel
No.
like they're
Like
always
you
been
look
white
at
belts.
I
if
mean,
you look
like-
at season 6, there weren't
No,
white
if you
belts
look at
then.
the Karate Kid, I mean, Mr. Miyagi like stole a belt. Like when they
Yeah,
asked
so
him
the
about
belts-
the
They've
belt,
been wearing white. I feel like
The belt
Miyagi has
colors
been wearing
really-
white
why
belts.
does it matter?
They
He's
really
like,
don't mean anything in the show. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because
Yeah.
dude, I feel
They
like
really don't
Miyagi-Do's
mean
been
anything.
wearing white belts. I will.
Yeah,
Like
they
you could
really don't-
you can give them red belts for all I care at this point.
Yeah,
They
like
don't
I
really
feel like
matter to
Miyagi-Do's been
Miyagi
wearing
us
white
at all.
belts.
Like
Okay,
even
give
Mr.
them pink
Miyagi
belts.
says,
I don't care.
like even Mr. Miyagi said, why does it matter?
Yeah. The
I
belts
already
don't
know how
represent
good they
anything.
are, so I feel like the belt thing doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's like You know you good. That's what's important. Like that's what Mr. Miyagi said. You know you're good.
But that was episode 2. So episode 3, if I can find it.
Episode
Is it-
3.
Episode 3. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like a pick.
Oh, there it is. Fire and Ice.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
there
one
it
with the
Fire and Ice.
that
Oh,
fair.
yeah,
That fair. Yeah.
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 Yeah, you had the Valley Fest stuff in this one.
Valley Fest.
and
That's what I was thinking.
obviously
Yeah,
Daniel
Valley
Daniel put out his Miyagi-Do commercial like, "Oh, karate for free, don't be a snake in the grass." And Johnny's like, "Son of a bitch."
I was like, oh,
Like the first part of the episode is hilarious because you have Johnny getting like an old like early 2000s Dell laptop, and he's like,
oh, yeah.
he's like my students told me to get an Apple. You gave me a lemon. Piece of shit won't even turn on. Okay, first off, it's a Dell, and you try clicking the power button. He's like, yeah, I tried it 1,000,000 times, and then he opens it up and shows him where it is. He's like, if you seriously never owned a computer before, no, I'm not a nerd.
And
Like,
like,
Yeah.
and he's
Bullshit.
like,
What's
"Plug
the
it
internet?"
into
He's
the
like-
charger.
He's like, yeah, I tried this 1,000,000 times. I still can't find the goddamn internet. He's like, you try connecting to the Wi-Fi. He's like, what's Wi-Fi?
It's so funny. He doesn't know
And he's
anything.
like, And he's like, "Did you charge it?" And he's like, "Did you charge it? Did you plug it in? Did you plug it in and
You
charge
said
it?"
You said
You said it was wireless. Wireless, as in,
Yeah.
yeah. Johnny having no idea what technology is hilarious.
I know. Like all these years,
Uh,
he didn't learn a single thing.
I'm surprised that battery though
And
lasted
then,
as long as it did.
Obviously,
I mean, I'm surprised that battery
obviously,
lasted.
you had
as long as it did.
Miguel discovering. You had Miguel discovering that Robbie is Johnny's son, and
Yeah,
me
and then we
Hawk
had that
think
good
that's
scene in the
why
restaurant.
Johnny punished them for the tournament, and Johnny was like, yeah, Robbie's my son. But that has nothing to do with how I run my dojo, and that has nothing. That's none of your damn business. And
Yeah.
no, gets upset at them, and then Kreese learns that Robbie is Johnny's son. He's like, "What's he doing over there? He should be in here training with you, like your son." He's like, "It's never gonna happen." He's like, "You better, make sure LaRusso doesn't get Miguel."
Yeah.
And Johnny opens up to Miguel about
Yeah.
his regrets with Robbie and stuff, and Miguel understands and
That was a really good scene. It's probably one of my favorite scenes in the show.
Yeah, and
It's one of the
it
best
was a really good scene, and it's one of and I love that scene. The only thing is I can't help but feel that maybe somewhat he was also doing that so that Miguel wouldn't stray towards go to stray towards Daniel. Like he would stay, that would make Miguel more loyal to him, more loyal to Johnny.
Hmm.
I mean, if you think about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that scene, and it was really, really heartfelt and heartwarming. I wouldn't change that scene for anything, but it's kind of like when you look at it, just from a different perspective a little bit. Because he said this after, because he did this after Kreese pointed that out. After Kreese said, "You better make sure that LaRusso doesn't get his hooks into Miguel, just like he did Robbie."
Yeah.
I can see it.
But episode 4, Moment of Truth. This is Peyton List making her debut into the series.
Stories and the beginning of Sam and Tori's rivalry. Infamous.
Yep, I thought it was, a good episode.
Fun introduction to her character.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dimitri
Tori
getting
with the
punched.
Y.
Yeah, Dimitri getting punched at the beginning of the episode because he tried to join Cobra Kai again, and
Beat up by
obviously,
Kreese.
Did not
And
take
you know
a
what the
good
thing?
Train under Crease
did not
this
take
time.
a good approach with Kreese at all.
Yeah, and you want to know what the funny thing is that he was actually relieved at first to see Kreese, and he was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
and
thank
then
God
Oh,
it's
you must be way better than the other guy. Clearly.
Yeah, that guy's a little unhinged, and he's not realizing that he's talking to the guy that did the unhinging in the first place.
He's the guy's way more unhinged than John.
yeah.
You know?
But obviously, you had Sam and Tori meeting for the first time, and that didn't go over very well.
That was the
And,
start of their rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel trying to like convince some other parents to get their kids into Miyagi Do, and that didn't 100% work.
Yeah, because they wanted the kids to only Cobra Kai.
Then you have Sam getting kicked into a dessert table, and obviously that not only started their rivalry, that started the controversy between Sam and Tori fans. Like,
Yeah.
well, she did this, she did that. It was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. They were both wrong.
But yeah, then you had Trey and Cruz pop up again, and they were the ones who stole the wallet. And Robbie got blindsided by that Derek dude. Apparently, that's his name.
Got hit by a freaking wag, like a paddle.
Daniel steps in and saves Robbie, and Robbie records it, but they decide not to post it because that's not what Miyagi would have wanted. So, but Dimitri ends up joining at the end, and that's basically it. Pretty good episode.
Yeah.
Now let me find episode 5 real quick.
Episode
here.
5.
Episode 5. A lot of people didn't like the mall fight. For
I
some
don't really
reason.
like it that much. I don't really like it that much. It's alright.
I mean, it was okay.
There's way better fights in the show.
You had obviously you had Johnny discovering that Robbie was living with Daniel, and Carmen helped Johnny sober up and gave him really good advice. You had Tori and Miguel hitting it off, and they got together pretty quick. Sam and Robbie almost got together. And then obviously, like Kreese and Johnny were trying to like teach the class like go all in, and Kreese was like trying to like say, hey, go get Robbie, go all in, like take your lessons to heart. And Johnny just punches a noosh. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You have the Sam Moore's scene.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. The Reese's peanut butter cup. I mean, that is pretty smart. I'm not even gonna lie. So
peanut
that is
butter
pretty
and
good.
chocolate.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with peanut butter and chocolate. But apparently, Karate doesn't think so because Karate hates peanut butter for some reason. The kid hates everything. The kid hates everything. I don't understand why. This kid hates everything.
I know.
Like even Tristan's like, you hate everything, dude.
It's like, imagine if somebody ordered him a McPizzas.
Yeah.
But
and then after the mall fight, Hawk gets dumped by Moon, and then he takes out a punching bag. And then Kreese basically like encourages him, like Kreese basically like tells him like fight isn't over until you say it, and basically like gets him to like vandalize the Miyagi Do, and they take Mr. Miyagi's Medal of Honor, which is just not cool. People still defend Hawk for that for some reason. I don't understand why.
That. You don't ever do that's just disrespectful, especially when then you wear it, and then you wear it on your neck.
I know,
and then people like Hawk fans actually defend him for that and stuff. I'm like, seriously?
Well, he was the only one that did it, but he's the one that thought of the idea to do it, so he has to get all the blame.
And you know what the thing of it is too, that Kreese knew about that Hawk stole that medal, and he didn't even care.
Yeah, he didn't say anything.
You were literally in the war. You were literally in a war too. Dude.
Like when
might not
when Johnny
like him.
said like, "I want you to find out who did it," and Kreese knew full well that it was Hawk, but he did not say anything.
Right, and the thing of it is too, I
So-
get Kreese doesn't like Mr. Miyagi, but come on, as a fellow war veteran yourself, like that is a huge major
You should be
dishonor.
like,
And
damn, you should be like, that's disrespectful. You should even take it, even if you don't even
Yeah.
like that person. You guys are literally
No.
both war veterans.
Like Johnny kind of said it best too. Like, you know, I'm not any fan of LaRusso's, but we don't pull that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like, at least not anymore.
But even Johnny
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. Like, not even in
Yeah.
his teen years, he wouldn't do that.
Especially wear it
Yeah.
on your neck. Like, that's just disrespectful.
yeah,
Yeah, and he
absolutely.
still said he earned his Medal of Honor. Like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I obviously I love the
Like-
character, but like, there's
Believe-
no way I
like,
can
You
defend
have-
it.
believe it or not, I'm
um,
glad that that Miguel finished did the finishing move on Hawk in that moment in episode 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
W. Bill.
Yeah.
Like, I know
only
he
something
kind of
like-
got like, if Johnny knew why Miguel did that, like, he probably wouldn't have said anything. He probably would have supported Miguel. Like he would have said, you deserved it.
I mean, I don't think so. Because
I
he
mean,
was
Hawk-
trying to change. He was trying to change Cobra Kai. so
I
he
know,
was
but
gonna
like,
do it
let's
no matter
think
what.
about like if he knew that Hawk was the one that stole Mr. Miyagi's Medal of Honor after Miguel kicked him again.
He probably feel
off-
less bad. He probably feel less like bad.
What?
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
Like, would he have really?
Obviously, he wouldn't want
objected?
Miguel like to beat the shit out of him or anything, but like he wouldn't
Right,
feel
but-
as bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Your world either.
Yeah.
Other.
Yep.
Thought he left.
And then just seeing the tears in Daniel's eyes when he like sees that the Medal of Honor is gone. Mr. Miyagi
Yeah.
gave him for his birthday was like just completely vandalized, and it says Cobra Kai never dies. And like he just goes over to that dojo and confronts Johnny, and Johnny's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I had nothing to do with what happened to your dojo. And you know, he loses half of the dojo. Like Chris leaves, and then Nate leaves, and like, you know, like he loses like half the dojo, and you know, it was, you know, this big moment, you know, which brings us to episode 6, if I can find it.
I think it's episode 7.
Episode 6, where we see Johnny reunite with Tommy, Bobby, and Jimmy. Dutch was going to be in this episode, but the actor didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
So they had to write his character like, oh, he's in prison. Me personally, I thought this was a great episode because you have
Yeah, you have all the OG
Chris
tokens.
joining.
Yeah.
You had Chris apologizing to Dimitri, and
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
joining Miyagi Do, saying like, hey, we just want to do
Karate.
they just want to
Wanna
do
learn
karate the
Miyagi-Do.
right way. We just want to
wanna do
learn karate
Miyagi-Do.
the right way. And yeah, so
And he gets into it with Dimitri a little bit.
yeah. And yeah, he gets into it with Dimitri, and obviously Robbie doesn't 100% trust him, but like Sam's like, let's just give him a chance.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Daniel reveals that he used to be in Cobra Kai. He tells them the story of where he trained under Terry Silver, and it turned him into a violent, angry kid. And like he explained to them like the effect Cobra Kai will have on people. Like, yeah, it'll give you power and it'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel strong.
He's
It'll turn
But-
you into a bully.
It'll turn you into, it'll slowly turn you
You don't-
into a bully.
Yeah.
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 Someone you don't want to
Like,
be.
yeah, it might make you feel cool and powerful, but like at the end of the day, it's gonna turn you into a bull.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to turn you into
So-
somebody that you don't want to be, and soon you won't recognize yourself anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Venom symbiote in a way.
Yep.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good episode. And then you have Kreese slowly taking Cobra Kai back, basically saying like, "Oh, your real training begins," and he starts to instill the 1980s no mercy philosophy into the new generation. Like he basically
It was
sways
garbage
Hawk to his
then.
side, he sways Tori to his side. I guess
It was garbage back then. It's garbage now.
yeah, and Miguel tried to stand up to him, apologizes to him, and Kreese is like, "Attaboy.
Yeah.
That's a
Tori
good boy.
convinced him.
Attaboy."
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
no,
like-
Kreese doesn't like Miguel though, because he's too loyal to Johnny.
He only
And,
put he only
You know,
the
he
only
knew
reason
that
why
Miguel was going to be swayed to his side. So
Like,
Miguel wasn't
he only
really,
put up with
you know,
Miguel.
Kreese never was really.
He only
I
put
wouldn't
up with
say.
Miguel.
I'm sure he was
because-
interested, but he kind of figured that trying to get him to his side was kind of a lost cause. So
yeah, he was too low with John.
he always
only
wanted
put up with
Robbie.
Miguel
Like
because
Miguel
of
kind
Johnny.
of followed him more.
And then, unfortunately,
next
Tommy
episode where he
dies
kicked Hawk.
at the
Thing
end of
of
this
it is,
episode,
too,
which the actor ended up dying in real life. So R.I.P. to him.
Wait, so the thing of it is too.
But,
You have to. You also need to. People also need to realize is that Kreese would have probably kicked Miguel out for arguing with him.
oh, great, karate's here.
Kreese probably would have kicked Miguel out for arguing with him. The only reason why he allowed Miguel to stay was because of Johnny. That was it. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
World.
I can't hear anybody for some reason.
Can't? We can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear us now?
Earl. Yeah, I don't think you can hear us yet. He's having mic troubles, or audio troubles.
And then karate's acting up, of course.
Can you hear
Is
us
this a
now?
Sigma or Beta? What the heck?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
World.
World?
World. Yeah, nah. You gonna have to leave and come back.
Okay, now it's working. Now I can hear you guys.
You just hear me now, so you can hear us.
Oh,
You can hear us now?
Yep, now I can hear you.
Okay,
I don't
good.
know why
Hello.
all right.
I don't know why it does that sometimes. It makes no sense.
Oh, I don't know. But what I was saying was
Yeah, it's
before, yeah, that is weird. What I was saying was before is that in that episode, what people need to remember is that Kreese would have kicked Miguel out for arguing with them.
Yeah.
Like the only reason why Miguel stayed in that dojo was because of Johnny. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
he would have been out.
But yeah. And then fortunately Tommy dies at the end. So that's sad. RIP to the actor in real life. But we got episode 7. This is the episode with the Coyote Creek tournament kind of thing, which I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, the Miyagi-Do training thing where like Dimitri finally lands a hit on somebody.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Dimitri's getting
The
better.
hot and cold, the hot versus cold.
Yeah. So and then, fortunately, we have that cringy scene of I like the heat
I didn't
and
like
Sam
the
and
heat.
Robbie
Ooh,
get
jeez.
Yeah.
together.
No.
Oh my god, that was
Yeah.
cringe.
Still the worst
Awful,
couple.
man.
Still the worst couple.
I don't think they're as bad as Sam and Kyler, but
Oh
still,
yeah.
they're
But
still
I mean, like
pretty
as a
bad.
full-on couple, like if you
As a
actually
full-on
My-
couple, yeah, that's the worst
as they
one.
try to make us care about,
my
like,
opinion,
they try to make us care about.
my opinion, like they're like Sam and Miguel is top. They're the best couple. Sam and Robbie, they're decent. Sam and Kyler,
Yeah.
god awful.
That's the worst. Sam and Robbie sucks too, but it's not. Oh, this is not as bad as Sam and Kyler.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I would put Sam and Robbie as decent,
I
but
wouldn't even put it there.
well, if you
I
had to
feel like
put, if you had to
Miguel. I
choose
feel like
between-
Miguel and Tori's been
like-
decent.
like let me put it to you this way: if you had to choose between
Yeah, Miguel and Tori
between
was
Sam
decent.
and Kyler,
Oh yeah, then I'll put Sam and Robbie in decent if I had to pick between
Yeah.
those two. But
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they both belong in the trash. But
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, it's Sam and Robbie getting together, and then Miguel, for a moment, won the Coyote Creek thing, but then Stingray, of course, pops out of nowhere, like, the red team just won! Yeah! I was like, no.
The thing about Stingrays is that they always wait for the right moment to strike.
And then
Takes-
Kreese was impressed. Kreese was actually impressed with him. And
Good
then
job,
Johnny,
Stingray.
and then Johnny doesn't like what he sees out of Miguel, and
yeah, like Miguel was almost doing the
confronts
no
Miguel
mercy thing
about it
a little bit.
and he's like, "Is that really how you want to live your life?" And so he's able to snap Miguel out of it, and then he
Yeah, 'cause
confronts
he was
Kreese.
almost following the no mercy philosophy a little bit.
Because he almost fell for it twice, once in season 1 and
Yeah.
once in season 2.
Because I feel like
Johnny
Tori's
snapped
speech
him out
got
of
to
it.
him, and then him telling him to finish off Hawk. Like almost.
And then
got to him.
You can't say the
And
Hawk
then,
didn't deserve it. You can't say it.
yeah,
You can't
Hawk
say
did.
that.
Hawk was on BS this season. Like he was like, because
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
Miguel, like he reveals he's got the Medal of Honor, and he's like just because you have something for Sam doesn't mean I have to go soft. Like dude,
Chill.
bro.
It's not
And
even
they
about
still
that.
they
None
still
about it. You're just
defend
being
him.
an asshole.
They still defend him for this, by the way.
I know.
Literally,
Like, it's
you literally
ridiculous.
have a medal of armor in your on
That
your
says
neck.
that says what kind of people that those fans are.
Yeah,
Right there.
it's
They're actually gonna
ridiculous.
defend that.
Like I'm like they like I probably shouldn't be using this comparison, but this is like some fans defending Homelander for some reason.
Watch it.
It's ridiculous. Like this, like you guys defend this man for everything, bro. Like it's so ridiculous.
yeah, it's pretty
When the point of a character is you're posting out like, yes, you can.
Yeah, you're supposed to like not like them, but like for like it's. I think it's because of his mohawk is the reason.
Yeah, or like
'Cause,
just
like,
it's like the charisma of the
Like,
character.
oh, but it's Hawk. Hawk. He did it for good reason. No, he was doing bad stuff.
He was doing
had
bad stuff.
intention.
He
like,
went
he was
after
being
Dimitri over a Yelp. He literally
Yeah, he was
went to the
being
mall to jump.
like-
He literally had guys to jump him.
Like he was being an asshole for like no reason. Like it was
I know.
ridiculous.
He literally went to the mall to him and his friends to jump
I
Dimitri
know.
over
Over
a
a
Yelp.
stupid Yelp reveal. Over.
You're really
over
gonna
a
jump
dumb
him
Yelp
instead of
reveal.
like facing
Yeah.
him 1-on-1. You're really gonna jump him.
I know. And gang assault him. Like
Yeah.
really. And the fact
That's like
that
that
they
used to
and
be
the
your
fact that they got
friend.
their
Why
butts
bringing other
kicked,
people to fight him?
and the fact that they were like the fact that it was like 3-5 and they still lost. Like
Yeah.
that really says something.
Why do you gotta jump? You already have better karate than him. You're trying to jump.
Right.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. But and then obviously the episode ends with Johnny kicking Kreese out. So he made the right decision, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know
Obviously, it didn't work out.
Johnny gave him a fair chance, and Kreese,
Blew
He
it.
went behind his back and
Kreese-
tried to do those
Kreese-
same
Kreese
teachings.
blew it. Yeah, Kreese blew it because his head still hasn't left the war. He still thinks it's in the 1980s. He still thinks like they're like in some like Vietnam type of war or something. And, yeah, so Johnny did what he had to. Now, this is one of my least favorite episodes.
Oh God.
So 8. Yeah, there's some stuff I liked about it. I liked, obviously, like Johnny standing up for Carmen by putting that dude in his ass.
Yeah.
But the Sam, Robbie, and Tori
But
Miguel.
yeah, this was just
Cringe.
ridiculous.
So fucking
Like
cringe.
Sam,
It was like that.
like Sam was being hostile towards Miguel for no reason, and
Tori
was being hostile towards Miguel. I'm sorry, to Sam for no reason. Like she was still salty about the beach club. I'm like, just let it go. It's not that serious.
And honestly, she was
Not
being
that
a
deep.
bully.
And she basically like she knocks over Sam, and basically like a way to like mark her territory in a way, saying like like stay away from him and stuff like that. And obviously, instead of letting it go and just being the bigger person and walking away, Sam goes right at her and knocks her down. Back, although Tori did have it coming, but I'm just saying that's not what I would have done. I would have been the bigger person and just walked away.
Right.
But Tori did have it coming. As much as I hate to say it, we can't be biased. We got to hold everybody accountable.
Right.
And Sam and Robbie get kicked out. Obviously,
like
Daniel,
Tori gives Sam a vicious smile, like a vicious smirk. She was like, that was like, she was like, cross me again and you're gonna get worse.
And then Daniel trying everything to make Amanda happy and like get her to forgive him. And they eventually are on good terms again. Johnny asking out Carmen at the end. That's pretty much it. For that, and I just thought it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, you have to admit though too, Karate. Just something I'd like to, that Tori was a bully towards Sam. Like this was the beginning of Tori bullying Sam. In this episode, if you think about it, agree or disagree?
Yeah, she was. Yeah. So.
Like that smile was like, that smile was like, that smirk she gave Sam at the end was like, it's like, this is just the beginning, LaRusso.
Episode 9, we got the party at Moon, which this episode opens up with a training montage with Sam and Tori. And then we have the party where Moon, for some strange reason, thought it'd be a good idea to invite both dojos.
She must have had too much of that kale pond. That kale.
Yeah, she must have got high on that.
Yeah.
She must have been high on the kale.
Obviously,
I don't know where she actually thought it was I don't know how she thought it was a good idea to throw a bunch of kids that don't like each other into one house and serve them a bunch of alcohol.
She's like, let's all be friends again. Or I'm like, some of these people were never friends to begin with, so it just made no logical sense to me.
Yeah, only like a few. Some of them don't even know each other.
Some of these guys don't even know each other.
Like they were never friends.
Like that was just bad on Moon's part, and so it just.
And why would she invite Tori when after she had spoken to Sam earlier and found out what she did?
I mean, she probably invited
all of Cobra Kai.
Miguel.
You even invited Cobra Kai with her ex-boyfriend in there. I was surprised.
Miguel.
She really invited Cobra Kai.
And then
they have her ex-boyfriend in that dojo, so that's just weird.
And Hawk. Yeah, and then Hawk got jealous when he saw Piper and Moon making out, and he didn't like that. And Dimitri tried to give him advice. Hawk basically dumps beer on his head when we thought that they were starting to, become friends again because they were bonding over Doctor Who. So that didn't go over well. And then, obviously, you have the drinking game between Sam and Tori. It was looking like Tori was going to win, and then Stingray distracted her. And, she slipped and fell and, she stormed off. And Um, you had the double date between Daniel and Amanda, Johnny and Carmen, which Amanda and Carmen were heading it off pretty well. And then Johnny and Daniel basically like kind of sorted out their misunderstandings. Like I had nothing to do with Johnny explained that I had nothing to do with what happened to your dojo, and the Valley Fest thing was me. And Johnny had no idea that Kreese went over to Daniel's dojo and basically threatened him. And Johnny tells him that I kicked him out. He's not coming back. And Daniel starts to realize that Johnny isn't as bad as he thinks he is, and they shake hands like, hey, like we don't have to be friends or anything, but you know, we don't have to be at war. We don't have to be enemies. We don't have to go. We don't have to go to war. And they shake hands and part ways.
That was a nice.
And after obviously we have Sam and Miguel, that kiss, and because Sam realizes that Miguel went ahead and returned the Medal of Honor, and she realizes that Miguel's not as bad of a person as she thought he was, and he did something that like really was important to her family. So they end up kissing. Tori sees it. She's pissed off. She's furious. So
guess who she takes it out on?
Yeah, and Tori's basically the fans, the Sam haters, and because everybody puts all the blame on Sam, but Miguel
was more or less
completely sober, did not have a single drink, and she still gets all the blame. Like
I know,
like it's ridiculous.
Okay, and then I'm not condoning I'm not saying that Sam is blameless, but she only deserves 50% of that blame, not 100% of it. Like Miguel,
they both deserve it. They're both in relationships. They both cheated. So I don't.
He approached another thing too is that Miguel what people seem to forget is that Miguel sought out Sam. He approached her, not the other way around. Like Sam was just minding her own business, sitting outside on the patio.
Yeah. And then we have Robbie taking Sam to
Johnny's, which was
Johnny's place.
Yeah. Oh, can we talk about the waitress scene? Can we talk about that waitress part? Like where the how much do you want to bet that Amanda and Carmen actually found that waitress when they went off to the bathroom? That they actually found out that that waitress and told her to screw up that order. And told her to screw up that order and just gave her a tip for that, because that seemed to be like the one thing that Johnny and Daniel that they could see that Johnny and Daniel were agreeing on.
Yeah,
like maybe. I have a theory that they found that waitress and they as they went, like that bathroom was an excuse for them to go find that waitress and mess up and tell her to mess up the order and give her a big tip for it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Guys, we have our first masterpiece.
This
thing will work.
So
season 2, episode 10.
Yeah.
Or season 2, episode 10. Excuse me.
Yeah. Perfect episode.
This thing will work properly.
That's season 3, episode 6.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I know. Things glitching, and I hate it.
Yeah, I would agree that No Mercy, as Tori whispered it to Sam, as Tori hisses to Sam, is definitely a masterpiece. Because they went all in on that fight. Like there was nothing they were shying away from.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was a battleground.
Yeah, obviously you have Johnny versus Daniel at the beginning because Daniel takes it the wrong way. I mean, to be fair, it's his daughter. I mean, if my daughter was at somebody's else's place instead of like coming straight home, I would be pissed off too.
Yeah, not even calling or texting.
But so they get into a little bit of an altercation, and then obviously, like Daniel gets mad at Robbie and just takes Sam and leaves. Tori's not responding to Miguel's text messages. Sam tries to come clean to Robbie after he came clean about the Medal of Honor thing. And she's kind of torn because she's thankful that Robbie came clean and told her the truth, even though she already knew about it through Aisha. But
yeah, but Robbie didn't know that, and she knew that.
She almost came clean to Robbie, but then the bell interrupted, and she just got too nervous. And then we, of course, have the infamous Tori over the intercom, and then Tori confronts Sam and exposes her in front of Robbie because Robbie comes in just in time, and she reveals that Sam and Miguel kissed, and you can see the heartbreak on. You can see the heartbreak.
Like he was so sad.
You can see the heartbreak on in Robbie's eyes. Like you really feel for Robbie, and then even after that, he still jumps in and
he still defends you. Like he really believes that maybe she was taking advantage.
And Miguel takes it the wrong way and tackles Robbie to the freaking ground.
I don't know why he thought that. I don't know what Miguel was thinking.
Yeah, because
like after he heard that message,
that's my only problem. Like, Miguel, you knew she was gonna attack Sam. What do you think he was gonna do?
Yeah, and then obviously Hawk makes it worse by just fighting everybody, and then the whole school turns into an absolute brawl.
Only if Miguel made it earlier. Well,
you had Mitch versus Chris. Chris basically like gets up and whacks him with a book and knocks him out. You had Bert versus Nate. You had Nate getting on Bert and just punching him. The teacher or the security guard.
Of course, the security guard goes after the smallest kids.
And then you had Stingray who was like, "I got this." It's just like beating up everybody. That was funny.
Of course, he just beats up all the Miyagi-Do students.
Yeah, and then you had Sam versus Tori up the stairs. And then Miguel and Robbie trying to stop it, but they were like going at it at the same time.
Yeah.
So Tori pulls out the spiked bracelets, cuts Sam's arm, and is about to finish her off probably, but Sam's able to block it and kick her over the stairs.
We got to rip her face off with those spikes.
Yeah. And then you have Miguel versus Robbie. Miguel's about to break Robbie's arm, but then he thinks about what Johnny said to him, and he shows him mercy and says, "I'm sorry," but Robbie loses control of his anger, kicks him over the balcony, and, that pretty much wraps up Doomsday.
It sucks that breaking his arm would have saved his life.
Yeah. And Carmen gets mad at Johnny and, breaks it off with him. And then obviously like Daniel and Johnny were at the hospital, and, they were in the same elevator, and they didn't even want to look at each other. Like you can see tears in both their eyes. Like,
because they're both so ashamed, and like
because they both feel responsible. They both feel guilty because they know that like if it wasn't for us, this never would have happened. And Johnny goes back to the dojo, but discovers Kreese is back and retook control over it, and basically says, "This is my dojo now. Like your landlord, he doesn't like you very much, and handshake deals, there's no guarantees." And he takes back Cobra Kai, and Johnny's like, "You know what? This was a mistake. You want Cobra Kai, you can have it." And basically like just walks out and leaves. And Amanda puts her foot down and says, "No more karate." And, you have that cruel summer ending. And you have, Johnny, throwing the beer bottle at the car, and he takes his keys and throws it in the inside the car, and he chucks his phone, and we get that reveal that Allie Mills was friend requesting him, which was, and you had that
was sign Allie was coming back.
You had that rendition of Cruel Summer, which that was pretty cool. But
Yeah.
next we have we're on to season 3 now, which some people think it's the best season. Season 3 is peak Cobra Kai.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I
really
would
season 3, season five for me. It's really hard.
I like the scene though where Johnny is talking to Miguel in his coma, like in John and Miguel.
Yeah.
I say this is great. I say this is a great episode.
Like that was the reason Miguel woke
Yeah.
up, like hearing Johnny being there. Just like
Yeah, because when someone's in a coma, they can hear you. They just can't respond,
But-
unfortunately.
but Johnny,
But yeah,
but
it
Miguel
was
was
because of
fond
Johnny
of
that
Johnny.
Miguel woke up. There we go. No, of course it grabs the wrong one. Oh my gosh.
I hate that.
All right. Kind of go through it quick. Season 3, episode 2, Nature versus Nurture. I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
get
put
kind of
it
like a
in-
little glimpse of Tori's home life.
Then we got Johnny
Yeah.
and Daniel teaming up against those guys in the
And her
garage.
joining
Yeah.
Cobra Kai.
And then season 3, episode 3, we got Sean for the first time. Where do you guys put that?
I would put
I'll
that.
say it's
I
a
would
good
put that in-
episode.
I put that in good or great. Because it kind of showed like it was that I would put that in great because that was actually outside of the dojo. Like that was a real
Yeah.
that was a real world kind of like thing. Like and Robbie had zero protection there. Like I'd put that in great because we got introduced to Sean and like it gave Robbie his taste of no mercy. And he got introduced and that's where Kreese started to manipulate Robbie.
Actually, that was in episode 5, actually.
Oh, okay. But I would still put that episode in great because that kind of like gave Robbie
Yeah.
a real taste of the real world.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as this thing wants to work, I will put it there. This thing's so broken.
Wait, which episode we on now?
Season 3, episode 3.
Oh,
There we go.
good.
Now it wants to work. Now it wants to work. Come on. There we go. All right, season 3, episode 4. Let me find it real quick.
I'm trying to think what happened in this episode.
Forgot what I used for it.
I would put that in great too because that's where Kreese started. That's where Kreese and
I
Robbie
used-
finally meet.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
yeah. You had Kumiko and
Yeah, and
you
Chosen.
finally
I would
you
put
had
that in
the
great.
return-
Or
you had the
no,
return of Kumiko.
I would put that in great because we got John. We got Kreese and Robbie finally meeting face to face. You know, we're
No, that was a good.
Yeah.
scene.
And then we got season 3,
Poor
episode
John.
5, which, in my opinion, had one of the best mid-season
I
fights. You had
might
Daniel
put
versus
this in the masterpiece or whatever the first one is.
You had Daniel versus Chosen. You had Robbie versus Sean. You had Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I think
like,
this has to be a masterpiece. This is
Yeah,
like
I-
had like
yeah.
some of the most iconic scenes.
this was the
And-
opposite
and
of
Amanda
season
versus
2.
Kreese.
This was
and Amanda
This
versus
was-
Kreese. We had that.
yeah. And you had Miyagi-Do striking first because you had Robbie
Yeah.
striking first against Sean, and you had Sam striking first against Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And you had Amanda
This is a
striking
really
first
good
against
episode.
Kreese. And you had Amanda
Yeah.
striking first against Kreese.
Yeah, that's not what I freaking meant.
Like, who here was not clapping when Amanda slapped Kreese? It's like, yeah.
Everybody.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I was hyped when I saw that in the trailer. I was like,
Yeah, I'm
fuck
not
yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. He must have did
and it's
something.
like,
bad.
and it's like, and you're like, thank you, because now she knows what Daniel has been telling her this whole time. Like,
Yeah, this guy's
like
bad
she's finally
news.
gonna, find out he was not exaggerating.
This thing needs to stop lying. Jeez.
Finally, there we go. Did you guys put it over season 2 finale or behind it?
I think behind it because the finale is still so good.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, we'll keep it there.
That's where I would put it.
All right. Season 3, episode 6, King Cobra. I really like this episode.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what happened in this episode. So
yeah, Hawk just beating the shit out of Brox.
Oh yeah,
like,
I forgot that. Yeah. Oh yes. Okay, that scene
like,
and all it has to be
awesome,
good.
dude.
That has to be putting good for that scene.
Like that was fucking so good. Like that episode was so good. And you get more of Kreese's backstory.
I bet it really resembled for people who got bullied, just wanted to beat up the bully.
Yeah. And then
obviously their show it sound like it's good what he's doing, but you understand why he's doing it.
Yeah.
And
you don't justify it or agree with it, but you understand.
But you understand why anybody would feel like this to their bully.
Yeah.
But season 3, episode 7. I think I would put this in great.
3.
Yeah, I like the Sam and Daniel bonding, especially when Daniel takes you to the arena where he fought Mike Barnes, and you get a flashback of that.
And is this when Johnny started trying to open Eagle Fang too?
Yeah.
Johnny just laid it into Hawk. Like he's like, you listen. When you came to my dojo, you were softer than a baby.
You what you are, not Kreese.
You were softer than a baby. He doesn't give a shit about you.
I made you what you are, not Kreese. He
doesn't give a shit about you.
Yeah, exactly. And if you and he's right, because Hawk would have been out day 1.
Yeah.
Or Eli would have been out day 1.
Imagine season 1 Eli going to a Kreese dojo.
He's out. Survived Kreese. He wouldn't have survived
day
Kreese
1
at all.
He's out day 1.
Nope. It was through Johnny's training that he became Hawk.
Yeah, he actually gave him a chance. It made him into a badass. Kreese just wants guys that are already good at fighting. Johnny made these fighters.
I can't.
Oh, you can't hear us, dude?
Can you hear us now? Oh, nice haircut.
Not even turn my camera on.
Nice haircut.
Settings. There we go. All right.
Can you hear us now?
Yep, I'm just gonna do it like this now.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Got a while ago.
I got a haircut recently.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually seen your your face.
Yeah, I got new glasses and I got
face a few times recently.
I got new glasses and I got new hair.
Not here on the stream. Not here on the stream or on karate stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't turn it on because there's weirdos who take screenshots.
Yeah. No. I get it. I don't turn on my screen either. Not for those same reasons. So I understand.
I'll show my face. I'll show my face.
Highlight of the episode for me was Johnny just laying it in the Hawk. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And
I love
then
that
one of my favorite, my personal favorite episodes, season 3, episode 8, the good, the bad, and the badass. Like this photo right here, just like you have the good, which is
Says it
Daniel,
all.
the bad, which is Kreese, and then the badass is Johnny. Like this,
I love that.
this episode was so good. Like you had them subtly planting the seeds for Robbie and Tori. You had Johnny and Sam saving the All Valley from being canceled. You have Daniel and Johnny like going at Kreese, and then like Kreese is like, or like Amanda's like don't you dare talk about my daughter like that. And he's like,
piece of
he's
shit.
like, ma'am, please restrain yourself. And he's like, it's funny you should say that because I had to get a restraining order on her for physically assaulting me. Physical assault? Are you kidding me? Like,
like, and then the man's like, do not touch me. Do not touch me. I am leaving. But that man is a lunatic.
Lunatic. I mean, she's not wrong. So
yeah.
No.
You had Sam and Miguel about to kiss. Robbie sees it, and he takes it the wrong way, and he officially joins Kreese's Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was a story
we all knew that was coming. We all
it had to happen. He was not going to join Miyagi though. They had to find a way to make him leave.
Yeah. Imagine that was a story.
I can't blame him. I would be mad too, but.
Yeah.
Season 3, episode 9, Feel the Night. You had Allie Mills return.
I say overall as an episode, I feel like it's like solid or good.
I'll put it.
Yeah, I would say good. I would say good.
I like it. I like it because you had Sam and Miguel, pretty much back together, and you had Daniel, you had Daniel and Sam, or sorry, Daniel and Miguel, talking, and Miguel hears Daniel's side of the story. He's like, he said I sucker punched him. No, he pushed me down. And he's like, well, what about the water hose? The water hose? That wasn't even that big of a deal.
Like the least of it.
Yeah, it actually wasn't.
He's like, that was the least of it. And
then, like Johnny literally pushed him down a hill.
You had Robbie. They set up Robbie and Tori's bond a lot, which was that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how Robbie still isn't fully on Cobra Kai's side yet, but
like you see him smile for the first time in the season, like forever, which is pretty good.
And it's like he's not going to be manipulated by Kreese. Like that Kreese is going to try to sway him and try to brainwash him, but he's not going to fall for it.
I like the realization of I like this, like the final shot Hawk, like seeing like do that, like almost paralyze his friend join his dojo. He's like, hell no, I ain't being in this dojo anymore.
Yeah, even though he went against Miguel in the previous episode.
Yeah, but like seeing the do that almost paralyzed him and joined his dojo, like that was like the
last
straw.
This season 3, episode 10 is going to Masterpiece. Okay, you have to.
Oh yeah.
You have the house fight. You had Johnny versus Kreese. You had it going back and forth. You had it going back and forth. Johnny versus Kreese, and then Kreese versus his captain. Like you're actually rooting for and against them at the same time.
Like one, you're rooting for Kreese, but one of them you're like, "Come on, Kreese, you better come on, Johnny, kick his ass."
And then you have Daniel come in. It's like, you sent them to my house.
No.
And then they go at it. He uses the
my
pressure
daughter.
points.
You wanted to fight.
Son of a bitch!
And
now you got it.
Like they set up Terry Silver's return by having Kreese call him at the end. And you had like Daniel and Johnny, merging dojos. Like that ending was.
And then we got the house fight. Obviously, it wasn't as good as the school fight.
Yeah, it was so perfect. Like it was just like that clip from season 1 of The Boys from Homelander. He says it was perfect from the last minute detail. Like
and then we got Miguel kicking Kylo's ass. I love it.
All right, we're on to season 4, episode 1. You have the return of Terry Silver. I saw this one early. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting it in great. I don't care.
That was really good.
I got to see it early. Like I got into the the early premiere. that they were doing at the time, which I thought that was so cool that they were doing that. And I didn't think I was going to get in, but I got the email saying, "Congratulations, you got in." I was like, wow, I did not expect that, because I had to do it quickly because it was the middle of the school day, and I did it at my lunch break. So thankfully I was able to get in. So that was awesome. And I didn't get spoiled.
I didn't have school at this time, so.
I didn't get spoiled by the idiots who screen recorded it and posted it the next morning. So yeah. So that was a good experience for me. And I saw the cast Q&A after that, which was pretty cool. Season 2 episode, why do I keep mixing up? Season 4 episode 2, you had Amanda and Tori, you had Johnny and Daniel trying to like respect each other's styles. And you had the Kenny stuff, which I just wasn't a fan of. And then obviously you have, Kreese threatening Amanda, saying like, you should leave her alone, or suffer the consequences.
Yeah, which I mean, I get that. Kreese needed that. I mean, a lot of what Kreese was saying was true, but at the same time, though, it's like you can't blame Amanda for confronting Tori. We all knew what was going to happen. Like the girl broke into her house. Like
this girl's really trying to hurt her daughter. What do you expect her to do?
I mean, Kreese in his own way does sort of apologize for Tori. He was like, like, I respect you for defending your daughter, but Tori doesn't have a mom to do
like
that.
What every mother should do.
Right.
He's like, that's what every mother is supposed to do.
Right. But it's like at the same time, like he's excusing that behavior. He was
this chick broke into her daughter's house, their house. She tried to hurt her multiple times. Like, what do you expect? Of course, he's gonna confront her.
Like, I mean,
and I don't care. It was it's her fault. She got fired. It was not Amanda's fault.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it was Tori's fault because,
even her boss said that she's acted like this before.
Because she was standing up to like Amanda, and Amanda was like putting her in her place, and Tori just lost her temper.
All Tori had to do was say,
just absolutely disrespected the customer, absolutely.
And the boss says, "I've had enough of your attitude." That means she's acted like this.
That means
before.
that she's acted out. That means she's acted out before. And
something else as well. All Tori had to do was say, "I got your message." She couldn't go near Sam anyway, because those are the rules whenever a tournament is involved between those two dojos. Cobra Kai stays away from Miyagi-Do. Those are the rules. She couldn't go near Sam anyway. So she might as well have just said yes. Plus, if she didn't want to lose her job, you gotta
be professional at your job, no matter how somebody pisses you off. You gotta be professional.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, like, she couldn't go near Sam anyway at that, because those are the rules. When a tournament is involved between those two dojos, Cobra Kai stays away from Miyagi-Do.
Yeah. And then season 4, episode 3. I really like the opening to this episode of like the training montage, and like the funniest part is Johnny doing the crane kick, and Daniel's like, "Fuck you, dude." Like that part was funny.
Yeah.
And then like you had them basically switching. You had Daniel train the Eagle Fang kids, and you had Johnny train the Miyagi-Do kids. So that was pretty cool to see. And then obviously you had Terry Silver, and you get Terry Silver's, backstory a little bit, and his side of things, and he confronts Kreese. Overall, I think this episode goes in solid. Then episode 4, there's some stuff I liked in it. There's stuff that I did not like in it, like where Sam basically insults.
I say it's almost a man.
I was like, Sam, what are you talking about? I thought Tori's singing was actually pretty good, but
I think
Sam was like, you're not just bad at fighting. I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, honestly, I think she was just doing it just to, like, one up Tori. Like
I just thought it was fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
I laughed my ass off when the little girls got her with the glitter bomb. That was hilarious. I don't care what anybody
I
says.
thought it was just
I
crazy.
was like,
yeah, that was funny.
We might have
I
to
mean-
put this in man. We might have to put this episode in man. I don't.
Yeah, I would put that in solid, or good.
I
But
would just put solid or
at the
man.
same time, though, like yeah, Sam was really annoying in that scene. But at the same time, though, I can't like entirely blame her. I mean,
I
like,
understand why she did
Tori's
it, but like,
done
it was just
why-
like,
way
it was just unnecessary.
oh yeah, no, it's definitely unnecessary.
But my highlight of this whole episode was Terry Silver training Robbie. That was so.
Oh, that
awesome.
was good. I forgot. Yeah, that's put
He's
it in
basically
solid. Then I forgot about that.
Yeah, like Terry Silver, like training with Robbie, and he's like, balance is crucial. Man can't stand, he can't fight. And you know, he basically like tells him like, you got to get rid of that fear, whatever it is, because if you don't, it's going to keep holding you back. And you know, I will say this: they should have had a fight at the drive-in thing. Like that was a huge missed opportunity. They should have had a fight
at the baseball field.
Yeah, or at the baseball field. They should have had a fight there. Like, I don't care what anyone says. But the ending of this episode where like Terry Silver walks into Miyagi-Do and Daniel sees him for the first time since 1985. He's like, gentlemen, we have a lot to discuss.
The way he just walked
and
in.
then season 4, episode 5. This has the worst mid-season fight, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody says. Like, this fight was just so unnecessary.
We might have
Like,
to put this
it was
episode in
like,
man. I really didn't like this
Oh
episode.
my god!
Like I just did not like this.
It's so petty.
it
like,
Like,
so
oh
awful.
my gosh. Like, like, why are they doing this? Like, it just made no sense to me.
It was like so. And it was
Like,
over
you
petty
guys should be-
stupid things. It was over petty.
Like, you
and
guys should
stupid
be
things.
like you guys should be past this. Why are you
I thought
doing
you guys
this?
wanted to work together. What do you mean? Oh, one is going to take the
Right.
dojo.
And they're
And,
like,
I mean, they
they're like,
did it.
we never,
if they were
like,
gonna
we
do
never,
this-
oh, we never fought to the finish and blah blah blah. I'm like, who
If
cares?
they were gonna do
Who
this,
cares?
they should have did it in season 2. They should have did it in season
There were
2.
like, a few moments that I liked this episode. Like, I like
Wait,
Kreese.
World.
I like Silver. Like, I like Silver. Like Silver's being the only nuanced sensei in this episode. He was like,
he's probably the best
like,
sensei.
what's
in
the
season
point?
4.
Like, what's the point of throwing a punch if it's not gonna like score you a point or anything? Like,
World.
just save it for the tournament.
World. Which would you prefer? Would you prefer the Johnny and Daniel? Which would you prefer? Would you have preferred the Johnny and Daniel fight happening in season 2 or season 4 when it did happen? Which would you have preferred?
Season 2, because it made more sense in season 2 because they still weren't on the
I
same
agree.
page. Season 4, they were supposed to be on the same page.
And
they
they're
weren't.
saying whoever wins gets to take
agree.
Yeah,
and
and
so,
that's
wait.
and that alone is stupid because Robbie taught them Miyagi-Do, not the full
I
philosophy.
hate that. Like, whoever
Taught them
wins
how to
takes
counter their moves.
whoever
I'm
wins
like,
has
they
to
know-
sensei.
They know how to counter your moves, so that's not going to
I
work.
hated that. Whoever wins has
And-
to be the sensei. I thought you
And
guys were supposed to
Daniel
work together.
and Daniel was like, oh, it worked back then, it'll work now. Buddy, that was 1985. You're in 2019. Do you really think that's going to work again?
Right.
guys supposed to work
Last time
together.
Silver didn't know what he was up against. This time he does. You think he's not going to be prepared? This guy has
Yeah.
a backup plan for his backup plan.
Yeah, like Terry Silver is always ahead of everybody. Like, it doesn't matter. And then you have Hawk getting his hair shaved off, which I don't care. I don't give a frick what you Hawk stands say. He had that coming 100% because even though he was on the right side, he was still doing his old tendencies. He was still picking on Kenny for no reason.
Yeah.
So he had that coming. I don't give a frick what anybody says. Robbie, you're a goat
What
for that.
the-
I don't care.
What the
Like, I didn't like it at first, but then I'm like, Hawk had that coming. I don't care what anybody says. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll admit because Hawk was a little bit too. He was aggressive with Kenny, and he shouldn't have been.
Yeah, for like no reason. But episode 6, this is probably my least favorite out of season 4, if I'm being honest. The only thing I actually liked about this episode was Tori and Amanda. That's it. Like, you had Johnny, like, instead of checking on Hawk, he was so focused on trying to find a female fighter instead of making things right with Daniel.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing I liked was Daniel's conversation with Robbie and then Terry Silver. I did like that part of the episode, but other than that, this was just a mid-episode. I'm not even gonna lie.
A little bit of Cobra Kai in you.
Yeah, like that part I liked. Yet Aisha's comeback as well. That was cool to see.
I will say this though too. I will say this though too. I did understand Sam's like what the like what is going on here with Amanda, like her argument with Amanda, and like that was understandable because honestly, like I would, like I've said, I would never I love Tori and Amanda's bond, but Amanda didn't handle things right. She should have, like, that was the moment where she should have told Sam why she was helping her, just like she did Daniel. Like, help Sam understand instead of just saying, "Oh, I want you to put the rivalry behind you," and basically tell her that I gave Tori my permission. She's going back, and you're going to have to deal with it. Like seriously, like this girl literally attacked Sam, and you're just expecting her to just deal with it. Like,
she should have explained it better.
Right, she should have.
Like, I get why she was helping her, but like Sam's not gonna understand. She'd be like, "You're really gonna help her who tried to hurt me? This person that tried to hurt me so many times. You're really gonna help her?"
Yeah.
I mean, like, Sam brought up good, valid points. I mean, it's like, and you know what the thing of it is too? Like, Amanda was like to Daniel after Sam stormed away. She's like, "Thanks for the backup." Like, I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, how many times did you and I'm like, "Oh, okay, Amanda. Well, let's think back to all the times you backed up Daniel when he and Sam got into arguments." I mean, if memory serves, you were on Sam's side. Like, seriously. It's like you were so focused on being the cool parent, but then when the table gets turned on you expect Daniel to back you up when you didn't back him up. And Daniel's points were more valid, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You forgot one little scene. Get your backpack for this one. It's like,
I was intentionally trying to skip this scene because I didn't cover it,
that
you can't skip it.
I'm sorry.
That was just ridiculous, but you can't.
I did make a W edit to this, by the way, just so you know.
Just why did they have to film it like this? Like, why?
Do you think honestly there might have been
why are you trying to act like your mortal enemy? It doesn't make sense to me. Like,
you want to be like Tori, or you want to be better?
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, bitch. I will kick your ass for a third time. I'm coming after you, bitch. I'm like, can you calm down? Like, you're not home.
If she freaking left that, if she left that, like if she said, I'll kick your ass for a third time, if she left it right there, maybe it would have been okay. But when she said, I'm like, for you, bitch.
I'm like, Sam, you ain't freaking Starlight. Relax.
Dude, you ain't.
That was like a Chihuahua standing up to a Doberman. Sam was like a Chihuahua standing up to a Doberman.
You could have just left it at, I'll kick your ass for a third time, then leave. Right. Leave it at that. You don't have to be, I'm coming for you, bitch. Like, why do you say it like, no?
Yeah, it was just so stupid. It made no sense.
Like, honestly, I would just, like, I wonder if Mary, like, when she read the script, I wonder if she was like, to the writer that wrote that scene, like, what in the world are you doing to my character?
What I feel like she liked it, honestly. I'm not gonna...
Like you and Sam couldn't keep a straight face.
You know what? It probably took Peyton and Mary a couple takes to do it because they probably couldn't stop laughing.
Right.
I'm coming for
Like-
you, bitch.
like,
Oh,
if you notice
Jesus.
at the end of that scene, like Sam was like smiling, like even she couldn't keep a straight face through that scene.
Yeah.
Like she just like obviously Sam's badass, but when she tries to act tough like that, I can't take her seriously.
Like
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, no, I'm like
She
nobody.
has a different type of badassery. That's
I was
not
like,
that.
I was like, nobody flinched at that, bro. Like nobody flinched.
You have a
I
different
know.
type of badass.
I was like,
The
when I
badass-
first saw it, I was
Like,
like,
if Flight reacted to that clip, you'd be dying, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, like Flight
when I
reacts.
saw it, I was like, what in the world was that? I was like, what was that? I was like,
Yeah, that's probably they always give Sam the cringy moments for some reason. I'm
and to
not
be
sure.
honest, like, I get that this was them, like this was like Dark Sam, like them introducing Dark Sam, but it was like it didn't work. Like she's not a bull. Like you could tell at her, like at her heart, she's a good person, and it's like you can't pull her off. You can't even pull her off as a bully. You know, like it just sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I get that
Yeah.
they're trying to like get like this is Dark Sam's moment, but like you can't even take her as that. Like
Yeah.
that's why I'm glad she only got a season.
Yeah. And we have Minefields. I already put that in mid. I just like I didn't feel the urgency for the tournament. Like I didn't feel any sort of urgency like, oh, we have to win this. We have to win this. And
Exactly.
like
But you know,
you could have showed us
this podcast might be mid.
like you could have showed us Eli like, apologizing to Daniel for the vandalizing the dojo and stealing Miyagi's medal. But after Eli joined the dojo, they barely did anything with him until episode 10. Like
you had like one of the most best and
Episode-
underwhelming arcs
yeah,
at the same
episode 10,
time.
like-
That's how.
yeah, I saw you say that in the group chat earlier. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because he has like a really great art. It's like the best, but then it's so underwhelming at the same time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's so weird because I've never seen anything like that. Like
Yeah, because it's so good. Like if you like look at it, like all his scenes together, it's amazing. But over the season, it's so underwhelming. It's like I don't know.
Yeah. But I do like the Crease and Silver like having like a competition with the students. Like Piper thought she had a shot with Tori for some reason. I don't know where she got that idea from, but it is what it is. You have Silver,
Do that again sometime.
You had Silver, teaching them like everybody has a weakness and and then obviously later Kreese takes it completely the wrong way and triggers Silver's PTSD, and you really feel bad for Silver for once in this scene because you see the tears in his eyes, like he was terrified.
Kreese, you're the reason Silver is like how he is in season 5. You're a big reason.
And like Kreese, you're a piece of shit for that. Like,
yeah. You bring out like
this,
trauma for that dude.
Because like, oh, you are a puddle of piss and blah blah. Like, bro, what are you doing? You're doing this to your own best friend, dude.
I mean, it's like, and when that kind of makes like season 5 even more tragic because like Silver was living this great life and then Kreese showed up, like
out of nowhere,
ruined it. Yeah, and just ruined it.
I'm like, Kreese, you literally went to him and now you're like getting mad at him, like
right. This kind of like, you know what? Actually, now that you mention it, and this is something I just thought of, this is kind of like what Mike said to, like Daniel, when Daniel tried to chime in, when he was giving orders to the students, and Daniel tried to chime in, and Mike was like, "You came to me, not the other way around." Kreese went to Silver. Silver didn't come to him.
Yeah, he was trying to be done with that. All of that.
Yeah, he didn't even want to join in the first place. He's like, no.
So it was kind of like that's kind of like a nice let's kind of like a nice like reverse, like Kreese go like Silver didn't go to Kreese. Kreese went to Silver. Well, Daniel didn't go to Barnes didn't come to Daniel. Daniel went to Barnes.
Yeah.
In that season, in season 6, you know.
I can't wait to see that tonight. See how that happened.
Yeah.
But next we got the prom episode, which
Oh God,
I'm gonna go ahead and put it in solid.
there are some good stuff. The Johnny versus Silver.
There's
Miguel
moments
and
that I
Johnny.
do love. Like I like Tori and Robbie's dance.
Yeah,
and
I do.
like,
But
I can't put it
Yeah.
in, man. There's so many good scenes in it.
you got Johnny
Yeah.
versus Silver, which that was a dream fight of mine.
I actually watched
Like
that.
this has one of the worst lines of the show. Like if you
Yeah.
thought Sam's backpack scene was bad,
You made it
Oh,
worse.
I
boy.
have a half-eaten cupcake.
oh boy,
if you want some.
boy.
Because that
Like
wasn't
Sam makes Firecracker less cringy. Like I'm not
this
even
line
kidding.
right here, what she told about. You
He's
think I
like,
broke your heart?
I broke
Like-
your heart. You broke mine too. He broke your heart.
Dude, I don't remember him
Really?
cheating on. I don't
I
remember him
was
cheating on you.
confused by that. I was really confused by that.
I
It's
don't
like,
remember. I don't
I had
remember
to
him cheating
rewatch-
on you.
I had to rewatch season 2, episode 9 because of that. Like, it's like,
Right.
wait a minute. Last time I checked, you kissed Miguel while
You
still
literally
dating
cheated on him.
Robbie.
What are you talking about? He broke your heart.
Right,
But he somehow broke your heart, even though you're the one who cheated on him.
right.
Yeah.
I don't
And then you
get
went to the
that.
same dude that you cheated with. You went back with him. So I don't know who you know.
And let's not forget, I have a half-eaten cupcake in there if you want some.
That wasn't as bad as this line.
You're
Like,
just starting
wasn't
crap
good
with
either.
Tori for no reason.
Seriously,
I was like, can you just be
honestly,
quiet?
just like walk away. Like, is it really that hard to just walk away?
Like, yeah, obviously Tori and Robbie at first were trying to know you guys, but they didn't care
I
anymore.
was like, oh my god, just leave her alone, dude.
Let it go. Let it go.
Like it's not that serious.
I'm like, Miguel
mean-
and Sam, why you guys even care that they're dancing?
Right.
Why do you
I
even
mean,
care?
truthfully, like just in regard, just like with Sam and Tori, in this season, I don't blame Sam a little bit. Like I do agree she was so out of line. She should have just walked away and let it go and just whatever. But it's like at the same time though, I can understand why she's always
Yeah.
on the defense in that season with Tori, because it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah, but
of all the
it's
time,
just-
every time she thought she was safe from Tori in season 3, Tori just showed up out of nowhere and attacked her. You know?
Yeah, and like Tori said, like she told Amanda that she would leave her alone. I'm like, Sam, you're literally approaching her though. Like you're approaching her. Like, why are you approaching her? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, Sam
Like if it was me,
technically-
like if it was me, like if I was in her position, I would be doing everything I can to like just get away from.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think that's just her way of
Like-
standing up to Tori. Like that was just her way of just like, you know, just like telling her she's not gonna be pushed around anymore. But like, no, I agree, World. I definitely agree. Season 4, like, I'm not a fan of Sam's of season 4 Sam. Not a fan at all. So I mean, like, I agree. She should have walked away.
I don't like because that's not who she is. Like the way she like tries
it's
to talk
not.
about
Like,
that's
she's
just not
trying
her.
to be like Tori. Like,
Yeah, I
she's
thought you don't
trying
want to
to
be. I
like
thought you
Tori.
don't want to be like her. You're being.
It's like, it's not working for you, Sam.
Yeah, you're not about that life. The way Tori was raised, you're not about it.
For Tori, it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
She's been through crap. Like
Oh, this is funny.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But yeah, like that was just like I really just wish Sam would have just walked away. Like,
Yeah.
there were so many moments. But like I said, I don't fully blame her, because it's like you can't say Tori didn't deserve at least some of it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I agree. It's just I just thought it was cringe.
Yeah.
it was too cringe.
Oh, totally cringe.
Like I
I'm-
get why she was going after Tori. I understand it. It's just cringe.
But next we got
the All Valley first off.
yeah, I don't think they should have done it in episode 9. I think they should have done the aftermath of the prom and then the tournament in episode 10.
Yeah,
But,
make it like an hour or something
I thought
long.
I thought it was great. I thought the fights. I didn't like the montage of like moment of truth.
Oh God, like Carrie Underwood. No.
I mean, at least it wasn't Taylor Swift, but still, it was.
This
it
is
was
just
bad.
bad.
Oh, you know something else I forgot
This
too.
is just bad.
We forgot to mention in the prom episode. I love you, Robbie.
Oh God.
Oh, that
Right.
scene. Oh, that's a sad scene.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
But the Carrie Underwood stuff was so cringe. Jeez.
That was just, and like you had the guys in the UK who had no clue who she even was.
Like who? Like who? I knew who she
like,
was
who
for
is
like
this?
the Sunday night. I knew her for like the Sunday Night Football intro. But that's it.
I wish we would have done I wish they would have done best around. Though.
Yeah.
I thought that's what they were gonna do. I really thought.
I think they might. They better do in the second.
Probably saving it for.
They're saving it for the best for last.
I thought the fights were cool, but
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was underwhelming at first with the music. I thought it was really underwhelming.
yeah.
But then when they stopped doing that, I'm like, okay, we're getting serious now. This is actually good.
Season 4, episode 10 is a masterpiece in my opinion. You had
All the
Robbie
Yeah.
versus Eli, one of the best choreographed fights in this whole show. You had Sam versus Tori. You had Terry Silver framing Kreese, and taking over Cobra Kai. You had Chosen coming back and teaming up with Daniel at the very end. Like you had Johnny going off to Mexico to get Miguel. You have that emotional scene between Johnny and Robbie where Robbie cries and they hug it out as father and son. Like that was just so good to see. So that obviously is a masterpiece for me. If I can freaking move it. There we go. But we're on to season 5. Season 5, episode 1. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes in great.
Obviously,
And you also forgot one thing at the end of episode 10 of season 4, Chosen's return.
I said that though.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry,
yeah.
I didn't hear you.
But yeah, you had Terry Silver taking over the Valley. You had that funny scene between Amanda and Chosen.
Yep.
Like,
she sees him butt naked.
When I first saw it, I was like, who the hell's in the water? And then it was
poor Amanda. Poor Amanda.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine, because she didn't even know he was. I don't even think she knew he was here. I just see like a random
No, I
dude
think
butt.
she did know. She did know. She did know he was there.
Crazy enough that you flew him out here. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, we meet Hector.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah.
We meet Hector, Karate's favorite character.
Oh yeah. Ever since 2 years, he's been saying how he should have returned like 1 year.
Yeah, he's got to return. Yeah, he's like Miguel's got to fight larger than life. So yeah.
Yep.
So we got episode 2. My favorite part of this was Chosen and Tori.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
I would put that either masterpiece or
I wouldn't say master. I wouldn't say
I
master.
say great. I say great. It's a great episode.
Well, so I said either masterpiece or great.
I don't find anything.
I mean, and Chosen beating up those senseis like
Oh, that
that.
was good.
That was awesome.
And then I like how Miguel found out who his dad truly was, and then he
Yeah.
was Johnny at the end. That was really sad.
Then season 5, episode 3, Mike Barnes' return. That was pretty good.
Yep.
Season 5, episode 4. A lot of people don't like this episode, but I thought it was all right. So
I thought it was good, but Amanda was so annoying in that episode.
Yeah,
This
she
episode was okay. It was okay.
Like she just
Episode
blamed
5.
Daniel
This
for
is
it.
going in masterpiece.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Season
got
5,
the
episode
Return of
5. That goes in
That's the Miguel
masterpiece.
versus Robbie fight. And,
Yeah, we got the return of
And you got
Jessica.
Silver
we got
versus
Jessica
Daniel.
we got Daniel getting the cliff notes of Terry Silver,
Yeah.
finding out that
Yeah, and you
Daniel
have
was right.
you have
He should've
Sam
listened in the
kicking
first
that.
place.
You have Sam kicking that
Elizabeth
bitch.
Ann Rooney into a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I was like, damn, you got kicked. You're 30-year-old, you're a 40-year-old woman, and you got kicked by a 17-year-old girl. That's kind of funny.
Bam.
And embarrassing.
Yeah.
This is why I hope that they don't reveal that Amanda knows karate, because then when you look back at that scene,
they're
that
not going to do that. There's no way.
For Amanda.
They would never do. They would never do that.
No way.
There's no way. Because you
There's
can
no way,
tell she could not fight like that in that scene.
Because she looks scared. So
you can tell she clearly cannot fight like that.
I know, and that was like that to me was shocking because I mean, yeah, I didn't want her to participate in the karate fight, but I thought that how could she be married to someone like Daniel and know Mr. Miyagi, but yet not do karate? No.
Yeah, she was really never into it. She
survive
like,
a bar fight.
This is not my thing.
Yeah, but then we have season 5, episode 6, which this is one of the best episodes in my opinion. Like the ending alone was amazing.
What was the ending again? I forgot.
Where like everybody's bowing to Daniel.
That's amazing scene. Yes.
Yeah.
Like I love that scene. And season 5, episode 7, I would probably say mid. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
I do like Daniel and Johnny visiting Kreese in prison, and he reveals reveals his plan. And then
I really thought they were going to team up. I really thought they were going to team up, but I'm okay with it because he deserves it.
I was hoping they would. But
I'm like, you know what, Kreese, fuck you, dude. You kind of deserve it. So
they're like, nah, fuck you, dude. Like, you're staying.
Obviously, I did want them to team up, but I kind of like that he did that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so it was still pretty funny. And then we have Karate's favorite episode, season 5, episode 8. Where Kenny beats Hawk.
And I feel like they tried their best to give it a good reason. Like, obviously, Hawk was holding back. Kenny was fighting dirty.
Yeah.
And then also the ref was on his side, so they try to make it seem like he didn't go all out. So.
Yeah, and Karate thinks that Devin beating Sam is more realistic, which I don't think it is.
No, she's way more skilled than her. I mean, way.
Like Devin beating Sam, really? Like, no.
Yeah, he thinks that's more realistic than Kenny beating Hawk, apparently.
No.
And he for some reason thinks he thinks Devin's better than Kenny for some reason. I don't understand.
Neither Devin nor Kenny have the skills or the experience to
Hawk was holding back that fight. Robbie told him to.
They do not have the experience nor the training to ever beat either one of them.
Yeah. Episode 9. Episode 9 made my heart hurt. I'm not even gonna lie. Just seeing what Tori had to go through, like that.
Oh yeah,
like
that was sad.
That scene really broke me, dude. Like, oh my gosh.
But I would.
It was a great episode, but still.
I would either put it in like masterpiece or great, because like that was the first episode where Sam finally understood.
Understood's where Sam's coming from, or Tori's coming from. Excuse me.
Yeah. So I would either put that in great or masterpiece, because like and that scene where Miguel talks to Sam, like, you have no idea what it's like to be in Cobra Kai. I do. Like, that was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you have every right to be mad at her, but like you don't understand what it's like to be in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Season 5, episode 10 is a masterpiece. I don't care what Karate says.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of underwhelming. Like, I don't care. You had Sam and Tori on the same side. You had Miguel and Robbie on the same side.
Wait, when did Karate say that?
He said it last night. He said,
Oh, I didn't see that part.
He was like, "Oh, it was underwhelming." I'm like, "Seriously, dude?"
So maybe like the fight in the dojo is not as good as the house fight or the skull fight, but it was still really amazing. Remember
Yeah.
Johnny versus the Senseis, Chosen versus Silver,
Yeah,
and then Daniel versus
yeah.
Chosen.
Obviously, the season 5 finale is the best in my opinion.
Then we got Daniel versus Chosen. I mean, not Chosen. Terry Silver, and he crane kicks him.
Yeah, but
you think you can get away in the
that's
tournament with that crane crap?
But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. We've been live for 3 hours.
3 hours, damn.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you for having
next
us
week.
on.
Yeah, next week is gonna be a good stream. We'll review part 1, part 2.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on there quickly.
Part 2 predictions, and we'll also review the boys finale, and we'll make season 5 predictions.
Me and Ro will do that.
Yeah. Come on, Cardi, it's your favorite episode like that.
World, as always, it's always a pleasure being on this stream, and
What's
I'm
up,
really
Cardi?
honored that you guys allow. I'm really honored that you really allow me to be on here with you guys.
Oh, of course.
Thank you so much for putting the link in the chat for me, so I can be a part of this.
All right. But I will see you guys on Karate stream in a bit. I'm going to go finish season 5 because I have episode 10 to watch. Then I'll be done with my rewatch, and I'll be ready for season 6 tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys
Have a good night.
at Karate stream. Good night.
Good night.